days to the December polls. Hashtag Stop Galamsey now still on. Good morning and welcome to the news at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM, also on Love 99.5 in Kumasi and myjoyonline.com. Live in all 16 regions of Ghana on X Spaces and Facebook. Coming up, Fitch Solutions forecast tougher times for Ghanaians next year, describing former President Mahama's intention to review the current IMF deal as mere political rhetoric.
What would a change in government mean for policymaking? Not much, really. While Mahama has talked about, for example, renegotiating Ghana's IMF program, we believe this is largely electoral rhetoric.
Also, Council of State member Samuel Kujato and chiefs alarmed about difficult times ahead as Parliament's uncertain recall puts approval of the budget in jeopardy.
It has serious consequences for governance, like the budget. You know, from January, there will be no money to pay anybody. All public servants cannot be paid.
We should find time to sit down and talk so this nation can progress.
Also coming up, former President Kofi cautions against constant criticism of the judiciary.
Criticism is not constitution and the but beyond interpretation of Supreme Court. The court
in business.
Prices of petroleum products expected to be reviewed this week as there are strong indications of a marginal reduction.
And also in our Streets of Despair series, foreign children as young as 10 years old far from home are fighting to survive.
My parents moved from Niger because things there were difficult. At first I begged, but now I make more money selling.
These are more with me, Mami Sinyamiche Thompson. Details and now. Fitch Solutions is forecasting tougher times for Ghanaians in 2025 under the current IMF program, though Fitch has already predicted victory for NDC flag bearer John Mahama in the December polls. It says the next government will have little influence in reviewing the current program. Mike Kroeniger is a senior analyst for Sub-Saharan Africa at Fitch Solutions.
The IMF will expect the new government to rein in expenditure to achieve greater fiscal stability. So the likely austerity that we're going to see next year, so in 2025, what would a change in government mean for policymaking? Not much, really. While Mahama has talked about, for example, renegotiating Ghana's IMF program, we believe this is largely electoral rhetoric. Given Ghana's reliance on IMF funding for macroeconomic stability, it is unlikely that an NDC administration would risk funding delays that would create significant external imbalances.
You heard senior analyst for Sub-Saharan Africa at Fitch Solutions, Mike Kroeniger. Now, a member of the Council of State, Samuel Kujato, is warning of risks posed by the delay in approving a national budget before the election. Mr. Kujato expressed grave concern that if Parliament fails to act swiftly, the next government will face difficulties, especially with salary payments from January. On the probe last night, he called for the House to assemble to tackle government business urgently.
Before that Parliament comes to an end, there are certain consequential orders, decisions, and the rest that they must take. And if they do not take, it has serious consequences for governance, like the budget. You know, from January, there will be no money to pay anybody. All public servants cannot be paid if Parliament does not approve a budget to that effect. Now, a new government that is elected will not have any money because there is no vote for governance. These are issues I thought that my young friends in Parliament would have been addressing my mind to. So, excuse me to use the words, my young friends, for the simple reason that I'm much, much older than all of them.
Also on the probe was Tobuo Hod IV, a paramount chief of the Amfuega traditional area and president of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs, who urged the two sides to resolve their differences for the nation's sake.
I still think that all the parties can sit down and talk in the interest of this nation called Ghana and in the interest of national cohesion. It isn't everything that we should always be running to court over. We should find time to sit down and talk so this nation can progress. I am like speaking for my chiefs. Why do we go to Chiefs Palace to resolve matters? So what stops this level? Why stop at this level from sitting down and talk?
The Dean of the University of Professional Studies Law Faculty, Professor Ernest Kofi is cautioning that the Supreme Court's ambiguity regarding what defines an MP leaving his party could complicate parliamentary proceedings. The reasoning for the majority decision has sparked various reactions and interpretations. Among them is what happens now to the affected MP since a consequential order was not given. Professor Abochi is also unhappy the ruling grants too much political freedom to MPs.
But the reason the court ascribed to it, with the greatest of respect to the court, is extremely problematic. Precisely the reason of political freedom is what the Constitution seeks to constrain. In other words, while all of us can change our political alignments, members of parliament can only change their political alignment on the pain of losing their seats and having to go back. And so for the court to therefore rationalize this on grounds of political freedom and the right of choice of a member of parliament is to undo precisely what the Constitution seeks to prevent.
Also, former President John Kofi has been commenting on the ongoing controversy. In an interaction with selected journalists, the former president cautioned against the constant criticism of the judiciary, a development he says undermines the 1992 Constitution.
Supreme Court. Constitution.
We should be careful with the criticism of the Supreme Court. The Constitution has clothed the court with the authority to interpret the Constitution.
And the Supreme Court never said and
we must accept the outcome of the court decision. And more importantly, the court only acts on applications before it.
Election Headquarters is brought to you by Petrosol Platinum Energy, Energizing Dreams, Chopbox Technologies, a convenient service, German Ozone Medical Center, Alternative Therapy, Dental, Wellness and Beauty, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants CIMA, and the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants AICPA, together as the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants. Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging the gap for positive youth development. Syntex Tanks, a strong, a tough, and potential real estate. Your trusted partner in real estate.
And also brought to you by Deluxe Paints Mode Champion. Now, the Electoral Commission says it is ready to organize a free, fair and transparent election, starting with a special voting on December 2. Additionally, the EC says it has taken steps to close polling stations with very small voter populations across the country. Listen to Deputy Chairperson Dr. Bosman Asari.
All the necessary measures that must be put in place to ensure a very successful, peaceful process. All of them have been done. We are still left some few issues that are outstanding, which has to do with the printing of. When we are registering, at times some of our officers will place some of the voters at certain polling stations. But by the time we realize there will be only one person at a polling station, only two persons at a polling station. So because of that, we maintain them as they are.
And now we take you to Kaneshi First Light for today's Streets of Despair series, where children as young as 10 years old and far from their homes in Niger and Nigeria are fighting to survive. Join News' Faustina Safo has more.
I have come to one of the busiest intersections in the capital, Kaneshi First Light. Once the traffic light signals red, young faces appear through the glare of car windows with outstretched arms, warm smiles, and sometimes tear-filled eyes. They try to prick your conscience, hoping you spare a coin or two. These children, often from Niger and Nigeria, once upon a time survived mainly through the benevolence of passengers and drivers. However, their approach has changed. They have become vendors, selling products like cotton earbuds and brushes, striving to catch the attention of potential buyers. 10-year-old Aisha says she makes enough profit to feed herself and her parents.
My parents moved from Niger because things there were difficult. We came here hoping for a better life. At first, I begged, but now I make more money selling. I can now cater for myself and my parents.
For 10-year-old Fatih, Selling car brushes provides her the dignity begging deprives her of.
When I was begging, people used to stare at me a lot. Now I sell and I know they see me. It's not much, but I'm earning something and feels better. I make at least 20 cedis profits a day.
This new path is far from easy, but they still push on. For Sinasafo, Joy News, Kaneshi First Light.
And that's how we end this morning's bulletin here on Joe 99.7 FM. I am Amiesi Nyamicha Thompson. Up next is business on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same right. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. One pair way now open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Joe Pana. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
In every corner of Africa, there are stories waiting to unfold. Stories of strength and wisdom woven through time, teaching the next generation, igniting the flame of knowledge, embracing tradition, nurturing dreams, and building legacies. These are the heroines who inspire generations because W Initiative empowers women to take control and be the architect of their future.
Being part of their legacy, the W Initiative is searching for 100 African women who have inspired their communities. Visit powerof100.thewcommunity.com to nominate African women who deserve recognition. Your nomination counts. Access more than banking.
Businesses know how important it is to create a productive and supportive working environment by investing in employees' health. With a leading international track record, Apex Health Insurance is licensed to provide medical insurance services to corporate organizations and SMEs. We also have international LH Blue cover and TPAs to cushion you. Multinational companies, factories, and government agencies focus on your business while Apex Insurance takes care of your health. Visit Apex Health Insurance office at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shiashi, Kumasi, opposite Prempeh College, Sofo Line, and Takrady Market Circle. For further inquiries, call 0501 562 962 or 0501 552 495. Apex Health, your preferred health insurer.
Yeah. We have a new leader in town. Obiarenti. Amafo. Madam was Sibebre. When him say my baby, maybe more charcoal for whiter teeth. More charcoal. Not only that, maybe lemon. More lemon. Zinc for fresher breath. More zinc. And fluoride for stronger teeth.
Introducing the new President Charcoal pack with more power with a combination of charcoal and lemon for naturally whiter teeth. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling. Wow. Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Electroland's Black Friday and Xmas Bonanza. Xmas came early. Black Friday is here with amazing offers you won't believe. Get a Samsung 32-inch LED Smart TV for just 3,299 Ghana cedis. Cool down with a Samsung AC starting at 6,499 Ghana cedis plus a free blender. Need a fridge? Grab a TCL top mount for only 3,299 Ghana cedis and get a free deep fryer. The Media Top Load washing machine machine is just 2,499 Ghana cedis plus a free 5 gas burner. Enjoy Netflix in style with the NASCO 50-inch smart TV for only 4,999 Ghana cedis and get a free NASCO karaoke speaker. Rush to any Electroland showroom or dealer store across Ghana for huge discounts and free gifts. And don't miss the Achedia Kessie promo. Win double every week and monthly. Electroland, your home for affordable electronics and appliances.
Enimwa pop quiz. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Can you give me 3 words that start with omni?
Oh, that's easy. Omnibus, omnipotent, omnibus. The bank with a really nice signboard.
Hey, Radzi, you mean Omnibisic. OMNIBSIC. Omnibisic. Let me hear you say it.
Omnibisic.
Perfect.
Is that an abbreviation?
Not entirely. And it's not just a bank with nice signboards either. Omnibisic Bank is Ghana's fastest growing bank with innovative banking products and headquarters in Atlantic Tower at Airport City, Accra, as well as 40 branches across the country. Omnibisic Bank has the final word on excellent customer service delivery in Ghana.
Plus, they have the coolest signboard.
Yes, they do. And the coolest name, Omnibisic.
At your service.
Enhance your business operations with the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer. You can print, copy, and scan up to 19 pages per minute with high-quality mobile scans or customizable shortcuts in the HP Smart app that delivers effortless use from wherever you work so you can focus on growing your business. Take advantage of its Wi-Fi direct printing and intuitive touchscreen, which are both designed to simplify your day. With the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer, experience fast and easy setups and improved overall printing efficiency with a 20,000 page duty cycle built to keep you and your business secure and moving forward with embedded security that is pre-configured out of the box to detect and stop attacks. The HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer is available at all Kompu Ghana stores. Visit kompugana.com or call 0302-752-020 for more information.
El Giorgio.
Hi, Dr. Yankson.
Charlie, today we mourn the death of Ghana football and ask if it can be revived. I mean, mediocrity be what? 1-1.
You know, in our challenging times like this, you know, football would have been the only thing that would bring us some excitement, you know.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
It's very, very unfortunate.
Also, today, I'm wondering, is there some sort of sneaky attempts to revive Dumso? I say revive. I mean, you see, it's like some soppy, light off, be playing TB. I mean, have you noticed that?
Kind of. Is it localized Dumso or what?
What is it? What is it?
You know, they always come up with very interesting.
Dumsiesi. We'll look into that. We'll see what's going on with that as well. But look, we haven't taken our eyes off the reports made by Samuel Kujato Ablakwa that a company has been, first of all, importing food items that are not suitable for consumption, repackaging them and giving them to schools for us to give our children.
This is pure wickedness. Even though the Constitution actually spells out what can be classified as treason, this is more than treason.
I mean, George, seriously, our children.
Papa. And will you feed this to your kids at home? You won't do that. The same should apply to those in the secondary schools.
But it's a bigger conversation about, like affordability of food for our kids under free SHS. Like, we have to really, really break it down.
And also, there are institutions that are supposed to ensure that this doesn't happen.
Buffer Stock Company, the thing is allegedly happening in their storage units. Can you imagine? Anyway, we'll talk about that. But George, Charlie, this question will not apply to you. People are suffering, but you are George Riafi. You are George Riafi. Your tire alone can, fill my car tank for a year.
Or your first selection.
First selection at Gucci. Anyway, today we are asking our audience, like, how are they coping? How are they managing? Some of the prices out there, if you think about it, you lose your mind. People are selling their valuables just to keep food on the table.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. The 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters. Bringing us beautifully to the Joy Business Report brought to us by Omni Basic Bank at your service. Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature. And Yak Decor, crafting comfort, designing dreams.
Good morning and you're welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, prices of petroleum products expected to be reviewed this week as there are strong indications of a marginal reduction. And government likely to be cited for contempt of court after going ahead with Treasury Bills auction despite an injunction, as it also fails to hit target during the fundraising exercise. I want to hear from an analyst over City's recent good run as concerns grow over its sustainability and the Bank of Ghana's intervention. My name is George Wiafe. Let's now settle for the details. Prices of petroleum products are expected to be reviewed this week by the various oil marketing companies. However, there are strong indications that prices could be reduced marginally at the pumps. There is more in this report.
This is based on industry data that often guides the pricing of the various products, as well as similar projection by the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana (COPEC). However, one is not sure for now about the exact margin of reduction when it comes to the various products. A careful look at the indicators showed that all the variables have gone down significantly over the past 2 weeks. One can talk about crude oil prices that dropped to a little over $70 a barrel. The Ghana cedi has also been stable against the dollar during the period, and there are projections that it could even appreciate in the coming weeks. Therefore, some industry watchers have argued that a reduction in prices may be the surest way to demonstrate to consumers that they are not being shortchanged by the oil marketing companies. This is because there are also indications that some of the oil firms may keep prices unchanged. Fuel prices have been going up over the past 2 months in line with developments on the world market. However, it is likely that this could be the first reduction in a long while.
And that is a business desk report. It might be a good time to find out how crude oil is faring on the international market. It's dropped to $71 a barrel. Gold has also increased by more than $24 to open trading at $2,587 an ounce. Cocoa open trading at $8,504 a ton after losing $2. The cedi has posted one of its longest good runs in recent times. Not more than a week, it has stabilized firmly against the US dollar. The move has been linked to improved dollar supply from the Bank of Ghana, whilst demand from businesses have slowed. But the biggest question here is that how can we sustain this good run, especially going into January next year? Courage Boti is a currency analyst and manager of macroeconomic research at GCB Bank PLC.
How sustainable will this be for as long as our reserves can carry us? The target for the year is 3 months of import cover. If we go significantly above that, yes, then they could intervene even more. But then you also do not want to deplete all of your reserves just to keep a stable cedi and expose yourself to vulnerabilities in the future. So they would have to find that balance. Engage market would test the resolve at some point, right? So I think for the moment and ahead of the Yuletide season, it is something they can do based on the reserve levels. What I am not sure about is beyond January, what it will still look like and whether there will be enough reserve to continue that.
Courage Boti is a currency analyst and manager macroeconomic research at GCB Bank PLC. Let's find out how the cedi is faring on the local market. The dollar is going for 16 Ghana cedis, 20 pesos. Now, that is the rate some of the forex bureaus sell a dollar to their client. The British pound is going for 21 Ghana cedis, 15 pesos. The euro, on the other hand, is trading at 18 Ghana cedis. However, for the commercial banks last Friday, it was going for 16 Ghana cedis, 10 pesos. Now, that is what they are offering when it comes to what the various transactions, as in how the cedi fared against the dollar. Now, government could be cited for contempt of court in the coming days. Now, this was after it went ahead to issue Treasury Bills last week, despite an application of the Supreme Court seeking to halt the process. Sources say the action could be taken after the Bank of Ghana carries out settlement for investors later today. Meanwhile, government missed out on the Treasury Bills target by some 16%. It is not clear how the developments in the court might have contributed to this. Interest rates that government will also pay on these papers are going up. There is more in this report.
According to the results, the government missed a target by 1.047 billion cedis. It, however, got 5.180 billion cedis. All the bids were accepted. The majority of the bids came from the 91-day bill, worth 3.942 billion cedis, representing 76.1% of the total bids. About 653.43 million cedis were, however, tendered for the 182-day bill. Similarly, the 364-day bill saw an offer of a little over 584 billion cedis. Meanwhile, interest rate went up for the fourth consecutive week. The yield on the 91-day bill was up by 14 basis points to 26.96%. Equally, the interest rate on the 182-day bill increased to 27.78% from 27.67% the previous week. That of the 364-day bill was also up by 3 basis points to 29.21%.
And that is a business tax report. Now, Peasant Farm Association have appealed to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture to increase the number of extension officers required to register farmers affected by this year's dry spell to benefit from the special intervention announced by government. Speaking to Joy Business, the executive director of the association, Bismarck Note, disclosed that the limited number of officers is affecting beneficiaries.
For the app, there are two approaches to registration. So first of all, you need to get an extension officer to register you on the app, and then afterwards you need to go and have your farm mapped to complete the registration exercise. I will inform you that if you have registered and do not have your farm mapped, you are not eligible to benefit. So many farmers will necessarily have to register and have their farms mapped. Now, the challenge with that currently is that you having very few extension people who are supposed to register multiple farmers in a particular emerging area. So you could have one extension officer who is supposed to register about 30 or 40,000 farmers in just his enumeration area. And it has become a major problem for a lot of the farmers.
Okay.
Bismarck Note is the executive director of the Peasant Farm Association of Ghana. Now, the country has not given up on increasing its interest in some two international mining firms in the country. Now, these firms are Cardinal Mining and Newmont Achim has been acquired by some international investors. Now, speaking to Joy Business at the Meet the Press session in Accra, Chief Executive for the Minerals Income and Investment Fund, that is Edward E.L. Cranting, disclosed that all is not yes, as the firm is making efforts to get more shares in these firms.
Namdini or Cardinal, they started really from Greenfield. And sometimes, you need to take into consideration the risk at that point and how the company is even being valued, etc. But at the point, like I mentioned, we couldn't go in at early point because MIF was not on its legs. Now, with the new valuation coming out from Namdini and it being starting production, we need to sit back and really assess. But it doesn't mean that we are not going to look at Namdini. You see, with Achim, it was important, or it is important, because the president really wanted significant Ghanaian interest in the Achim mine, it being a producing mine.
Chief Executive of the Minerals Income and Investment Fund, Edward Nana Yao Cranting. Now, the Institute of Directors Ghana is hoping of improving corporate governance in the country, particularly across the public sector. According to President of the Institute, Reverend Angela Kamanapia, the Institute's partner is actually working with the State Interest and Governance Authority and the Register of Companies to enforce the governance code among public institutions in the country. She spoke to Joy Business at the 6th Institute Directors and Ghana, that is Corporate Governance Excellence Award, and launch of its 25th anniversary celebration of the Institute.
Looking into the future, we are hopeful that once we get a critical mass of like thinkers, then we should have wealth creation, sustainable development, and then that broken record of the Auditor General's reports, we shouldn't be hearing them on a year to year. It's a very disgraceful, disheartening story. And now with partners like SIGA, the State Interest and Governance Authority, who have also stood up, and the Office of the Registrar of Companies herself, we have a bright future because they are all not just bared their teeth, but they are really ready to bite.
Reverend Angela Kamanapia is President and Chief Executive of the Institute of Directors, Ghana. Now, Cowbank PLC is on a campaign to encourage more women-owned businesses in Ghana to participate in foreign trade. Women-owned businesses constitute about 44% of Ghana's economy, but remain largely uncompetitive on the global stage. However, the head of Women's Bank, Portia Uwua, believes that the narrative could change if they receive the necessary support. She spoke to Joy Business at the final leg of the Cowbank Trade Summit in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates.
A lot of the women within Ghana in the MSME space are actually trading. What can we do to support them? Is generally to facilitate this trade. So we have identified our business women who are really interested in doing trade. And so we bring them to Turkey and Dubai to meet these manufacturers. At the same time, after the meeting, we take them to their factory so that they can actually see the good things that these people are doing. So we as Cowbank will help facilitate this and then help you with your negotiations as well.
And that's the head of Women's Banking at Cowbank PLC, Portia Uwua. Let's hear from Grace Moyanyo of Databank Research with a preview of trading on the Ghana Stock Exchange.
The equity market closed on a positive note last week, driven by price gains in the banking and telco sectors. The gainers for the week were EcoBank Ghana, EcoBank Transnational Incorporated, MTN Ghana, and GCB Bank. The laggards for the week were Cowbank and New Gold. Consequently, the market indices closed higher, with the Ghana Stock Exchange Composite Index advancing by 0.63% weekly, to a year-to-date gain of 48.82%, whereas the Databank Stock Index gained 0.97% weekly, to a year-to-date gain of 45.63%. Market turnover increased by 27% to 7.96 million Ghana cedis after trading 1.42 million shares over 22 counters. New Gold and GCB Bank closed as the most traded counters, accounting for 71% of the market turnover. On outlook for this week, we expect the share prices of MTN Ghana, EcoBank Ghana, and Republic Bank Ghana to gain on increased demand for their shares. For Joy Business Reports, Grace Munanyun of Databank Research.
And here in the studios of Joy 99.7, my name is George Yaffe. Back to you, Dr. Yankson.
Nice one. Thank you very much for that. And of course, George Robert returns in a few minutes for the Joy Business Report. Okay, got something by Ohima Mercy and Kofi. Oh, the name is not showing for me to tell you. Kofi Owusu-Pepra. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, forgive me. Yes, Ohima Mercy and Kofi Owusu-Pepra. They call this one Dry Bones.
It will come alive.
Now, listen, on Friday, I promised you a surprise today, didn't I? Yeah. Well, I keep my word. So, surprise is on its way. I'll let you know when the surprise gets here. In the meantime, though, we're not surprised. We're excited to see Elton John Brobe here with us. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Kojo.
How have you been? How's your weekend?
I was here throughout the weekend, so there was no weekend.
So when the Black Stars were doing their thing, you were here.
Oh, I gave up on them long time ago after Brazil. So,
really. Hey, after Brazil, hey, you have spared yourself a lot.
They have no place in my heart.
My goodness. I have no doubt there are many people who agree with you. It's just too much hard work.
Yeah.
Loving the Black Stars.
Absolutely.
And if you've ever been in a toxic relationship, I hope not. But if you've ever been in a toxic relationship, one of the biggest, things about it is how much work
you have to do.
Yeah. I mean, the person that you are loving is just not giving you any dividends
at all
for loving them.
Yes, and the thing about toxic relationship is that they blame you for their own whatever.
Yes. They will tell you that you should support them.
Exactly.
You it's your job to support them, not their job to perform. Anyway, we'll talk about it more today. It's the most depressing thing, honestly. Okay, I want to give you a driving tip for your Drive Safe campaign, brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group. It's supported by Toyota Superior Quality. Of course, avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible and drive with your lights on. That is how to drive safe. Now, listen. Let me talk to you about defensive driving. What is it? Defensive driving is when, as a motorist, you use accident-preventing techniques with a focus on driving safely. Okay, you may even be eligible for, discounts on your insurance if you are able to practice defensive driving. Listen, be aware of what other drivers around you are doing, and expect the unexpected. Assume other motorists will do something crazy, and always be prepared to avoid it. Keep a 2-second cushion between you and the car in front of you, and make that 4 seconds if the weather is bad. Okay, that's how to drive safe. Shall we learn how to say it right?
Right.
Okay, it's brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
I received a text from a listener who wanted to know whether it was right to say the person who or the person that. The simple answer to the question is who always refers to people. So when describing a person, we may say the person who. When it's any other noun besides a person, we would usually say the thing or the one that. There are some exceptions. When referring to a category of people, one might use that instead of who. For example, the students that went to Safari Valley. Now, initially, I was a bit surprised at the question because I didn't think this was such a common source of confusion. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that in Ghana, there is a rather recent corruption of our English that has come directly from one place, Nigeria. Now, I love our talented West African neighbors very much, but there are at least two things we do much better than our cousins: jollof rice and speaking the King's English. So please, from now on, let us avoid saying, I was the person that, when it is better to say, I was the person who. I certainly hope I've helped to settle that particular Ghana-Niger debate for good. Sing it right.
All right then. So let's get to the news review now. Brought to you by Syntex Tank, you're strong, you're tough, and Access Bank, more than banking. Now, I did promise you a surprise, so the surprise is, and here it is. Oh, she's back. You will not believe who
Of
just
course,
walked into the studio. Hello. Oh my goodness. Do you know how much we've missed you? Of course.
Can I say something?
Okay.
Okay. Good morning.
Oh my word, Mama B in the house.
It's been really long.
Hey,
I'm happy to be here.
Oh, what have you done to us?
Elton.
Kojo. Oh, Mama B, you have abandoned us, Papa. but we understand. You've come back with one more voter. So
I needed the break.
So the battery is still there, of course.
And I apologize. I got lots of messages. People saying, "And you are,
and where are you?" And you have.
Yeah.
It's lovely to have you back, Mama V.
It feels good to be back.
Yeah.
And you are looking fabulous too.
Papa.
Thank you.
It doesn't tell you at all.
Oh, cry. Yo, hey, we'll talk more.
Yeah.
But right now, we're happy to have you. You have the Ghanaian Times, don't you?
I do.
Would you like to start for us?
No, I want.
Oh, really?
I want to feel the vibe, and then yeah.
So let's start with the daily graphic, and it's a very interesting story on the front page. We have 20 days to the elections, and for the first time, according to the graphic, 66% of the people they've spoken to, about 3,317, say that they will vote based on the party's manifesto. And I think this is very instructive. It looks like finally our voter population is getting to the place where they will analyze the programs of the various political parties and decide who. Now, the attachment to parties because of religious, tribal lines appears to be gradually going down. So if you have 66% saying that they will vote based on the party's manifesto, so it tells you that we are moving from this violence and people intimidating people and then all that, and then now I want to listen to exactly what your promises are,
policies,
and then based on that
how
we decide on our vote. Absolutely.
But that would be interesting because we saw that in the American election. So people decided that they care more about what affects them than what offends them. So to hell with him being an ex-convict, 30 counts or whatever. To hell with him being a racist or a misogynist. They didn't care. They had problems,
or a
and
felon.
they believed that a felon indeed. Yes, they had problems, and they believed that the solutions would come from him.
Yeah.
So they voted accordingly. And there's always that reflection, that mirroring, and the carrying of trends from the American election into the Ghanaian one. It's unavoidable.
Yeah.
So if we are seeing that, it makes sense.
Of course.
That's how it should be anyway. The purpose of your vote should be to pick the best leader to improve your life.
Yeah. And I see that.
Yeah.
Sometimes the politician also wants to design the problem themselves. I saw that in the American election.
Sell you a solution.
Exactly. And then you see that voters voting and indicating that what you've prescribed as a problem really is not my problem.
Right. So I mean, this is what graphic did, and then the other question they asked: have you read any of the manifestos? 64.3% says they have. Not yet is 11.7%, and no is only 3.8%.
Okay.
So meaning, even though people may assume that manifestos are just document that people don't pay much attention to, what the graphic survey is telling us is that a lot more people are relying on it to inform their decision.
Fascinating stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, on the page 13 of the paper, with 19 days to go for the polls, political parties must commit to peace pact as soon as possible. That's the United States Ambassador to Ghana, Virginia Palmer. All political parties must sign the peace pact as soon as possible, because that is the surest way to signal to the young people on the streets that violence in any form will not be the way to go during the elections. And clear whether the NDC, they've softened their stance now and want to come into it. All the political parties say they are ready. The NDC set forth some conditions. Some have been met, but still they insist that for now they will not sign.
Yeah, this is something that I've been, of two minds about. When the NDC explains why they are not interested in signing, you can get where their righteous indignation is coming from. Okay, there are things that have happened in previous elections that should never have happened and have not been addressed. Right, I agree. However, the NDC also needs to understand how important messaging is. You may think that signing a peace pact means nothing, but not signing it means everything. When you say I won't sign it, you are conveying a very potent message. And it's not the message we want anyone to convey to voters. So much as they have the moral high ground, they need to maintain it by being the bigger man. True. So to speak. True. Turning it into another opportunity to be revolutionaries, I think is misplaced.
All right. So another issue about before Mbavi comes in, graphic last but one page, Ghana to play for pride. That's what we have been reduced to.
We're playing for what?
What pride?
You didn't qualify for AFCON, and then you're relying on your last game, which will not get you anywhere anyway.
What pride?
And then you say you're
so that we'll
playing
move
for
from
pride.
the last position to the third.
There's no pride in that. There's no half of Africa is going to AFCON, and we didn't make it
for the first time in over 20 years. That is where our Black Stars has been reduced to.
Pride.
I have a position though.
Yes,
we've
let's
been
hear
to
it.
AFCON the last few years. What have we done with it? The Ghanaian Times newspaper has on its front page, government to support National College of Defence Studies. That's according to the president. A farmer has been jailed 18 months. Guess what he stole? Akpeteshi, distilling pipe.
Imagine.
And then the
Not
banner
even
headline.
the Akpeteshi, but the distilling pipe for Akpeteshi.
I guess for production.
But with that, we can't distill that.
Teach a man, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to distill and he'll be drunk for a lifetime.
That's it. On the 2024 elections, the EC says it is reprinting ballots for Ahafo Volta regions over serialization errors, affected ballots shredded and bent. Well, it's good that they realize this, but who caused it? How much is this costing us? And who is paying for it? Because someone must pay for it. I mean, you can't just tell us that there were serialization errors, so you've bent those ballots and you're reprinting.
I'll tell you what else.
Because they've taken the job from the printing house to another printing house, meaning you're going to pay more.
Yeah.
So is a printing house that caused the error going to pay for? These are questions that I think that must be answered.
I'll tell you something, and I know the EC doesn't like to hear this said. Okay. But let's think about it for a minute. If you are working as a receptionist or a typist or a personal assistant in an office, and your job is to type letters, and you make a mistake, all you have to do is ball up your paper or whatever. Or in fact, you are typing on a computer, so there's no paper to ball up. You just delete and retype. If you are a journalist on air and you make a mistake, it follows you forever. So there are certain jobs where the margin of error is smaller. That's just how it is. If you are a surgeon, your margin of error is much smaller than if you are a tailor or a seamstress. That's just the way the world is. Certain jobs come with a very small margin of error, and being the Electoral Commission of Ghana is one of such jobs where you can't be making printing errors. You can't. I mean, that level of ineptitude has no place in the Electoral Commission. It's not that kind of job. And I know they might not, they won't be happy to hear us say this, but I'm sorry. You need to up your game several octaves, because the errors
That's factual, really.
Come on. And we've seen, it's not like we've not seen that place run before. You've seen other people run that place before. So why? Error after error. The results itself, mubeti. Then people will be stealing your machines. Then you now printing too, you can't print.
Elton, you missed a story on the back page of the graphic.
Mamabi is back.
For 4 games. 4 games. Yesterday was Nations FC. adding to our woes.
You guys are back to back, eh?
I mean, it's so disappointing. I really don't know what
is it better than the Black Stars?
No, that's for Black Stars. I told you already. I lost interest in them after Brazil.
I keep staring at Mama B. I can't believe she's here.
Yeah.
All right, listen, let's go online. Let's do the online review. It's brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest, and Goyle Good Energy, Goyle Yenara Yentia.
All right, listen. This November and December, Zenith Bank Ghana and Visa are rewarding Zenith SME business card holders with exclusive giveaways. Be one of the first 40 customers to sign up for a Zenith SME business card and receive Total Energy Fuel vouchers to fuel your car. Or be one of 100 Zenith SME card holders who will receive shopping vouchers from Amazon when you spend a minimum of 10,000 Ghana cedis on international transactions in November and December 2024. The Zenith SME business cards is the card that keeps giving and the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. Sign up for the Zenith SME business card today at any Zenith Bank branch nationwide. For more information, call Zenith Direct on 24-hour customer contact center on 0302 680884 or 0307 086 370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
All right then. Now, Good Energy brings you Goyle Super XP, the ideal choice for most vehicles. It's flowing at many Goyle stations in the country. Just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Goyle Super XP is quality fuel, and it gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Goyle Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel, and it's suitable for most vehicles. As you journey the road, look out for Goyle stations with the Goyle Super XP sign and go fuel up your vehicle. Goyle Super XP. Goyle Good Energy. Goyle Yenara. Yeah, dear. On myjoyonline.com this morning, Tobuo Hod the 14th, livid about the state of Ghana's economy and scandals in government. Also, let them burn the sea. Don't return if Parliament is recalled. Asidun Ketia is the one telling his NDC MPs this. Be cautious and thoughtful in criticizing judiciary and other institutions. That was a story
on myjoyonline.com.
Yes, on myjoyonline.com. All right, City Newsroom has TUC to strike today over unaddressed conditions of service. This one there, you are going on strike. Okay. And on CNN this morning, wary Philippines cleans up after Super Typhoon Manyi becomes the fourth major storm to hit in the past fortnight. They're really being pummeled by it. All right, time for the BBC News. It's brought to us this morning by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
For over 60 years, Good Energy has served you top quality fuels. Goyle brings you Super XP for a smooth ride. It is available in Goyle stations nationwide. Goyle Super XP is fortified with special additives which help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Goyle Super XP is quality fuel, the ideal choice for most vehicles. Energize your ride with Goyle Super XP. Wufilia, huh? Wufefi. Good energy. Joy, dear. Energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to your favorite quiz program. What do we know? I'm your favorite quiz master, Mr. Johnson, and today I have with me Ojao Sasraku. Next, Koku Eduji, and you, Kwame Na Regan, and the lady, of course, Ozia Momuni. A round of applause for my contestant, please. Which Ghanaian vice president was investigated by his boss? Yes, Ojam Sasraku. Papa no. That's wrong. And it's a bonus question for Fozia Momoni.
John Mahama.
That's correct for 1 point. Mahama was being investigated by President Atamels, who then died suddenly. Why was Mahama being investigated?
Airbus corruption scandal.
Correct. What was Airbus corruption scandal about? Yes, Kokwedoji.
It involved bribery in the purchase of aircraft for the Ghana government.
That's also correct. Which African president took a Ford expedition as bribe from a contractor in Burkina Faso? Yes, Kokwedoji.
John Mahama.
That's also correct. Which African president allocated all of his country's bauxite to his brother?
John Mahama.
That's also correct. Of all the 13 candidates on the ballot paper, who is the most corrupt?
John Mahama.
So, who will you vote for on December 7th?
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Why?
Because Dr. Bawumia is not corrupt.
On December 7th, let's vote number 1. Let's vote for Dr. Bawumia. Estroho.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
GMT Business Daily.
Today we're heading to Egypt. As Houthi attacks led logistics companies to reroute their ships away from the Suez Canal, a nearby conflict means tourists are choosing to spend their dollars elsewhere. We'll find out what impact this is having on life in Egypt.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello, you're with Newsday from the BBC World Service with Luquesa Burak and Rob Young.
Coming up, President Biden has agreed that Ukraine can use American long-range missiles to strike targets hundreds of kilometers inside Russia. Ukraine, of course, long pushing for permission to do this. Russia warning it would lead to a tough response. We're going to be speaking to a Ukrainian member of parliament.
As migrants continue to make unauthorised and dangerous sea crossings to Europe, we'll hear about the different approaches being discussed in the European Parliament to try and stop it.
Also, world leaders are in Brazil at the moment for a meeting of the Group of 20. We'll be getting a briefing on the grouping of the most powerful nations and what world leaders are likely to be discussing in such uncertain times. All that and plenty more coming up after the latest world news.
Hello, I'm Chris Barrow with the BBC News. Leaders of the G20 group of the world's most powerful nations are gathering in Brazil for their annual summit. They're due to discuss how to tackle global poverty and boost climate finance. From Rio de Janeiro, here's our diplomatic correspondent, James Landell.
This is a gathering of the world's most powerful nations. The G20 leaders are here, including President Xi of China and Prime Minister Modi of India. So too are the heads of the European and African unions. And yet this summit is expected to be overshadowed by one leader who's not here, Donald Trump. There is much uncertainty. Will Mr. Trump trigger a trade war by levying new tariffs on goods entering the US? Will he force an end to the war in Ukraine in Russia's favour? Will he free Israel to escalate its fight against Iran? This summit is a chance for world leaders to compare notes about what could come in January. Hard choices may lie ahead.
US officials say that President Biden has authorized Ukraine to use American long-range missiles to strike targets deep inside Russia. The decision marks a significant reversal in US policy. Senior Russian politicians have expressed anger at the decision. A Ukrainian member of parliament, Ernest, says the decision is long overdue.
We are living in a situation where we are being killed every single day. And there are decisions that can help save lives here in Ukraine, but it just took so long to take them. So we are not worried about escalation. We are worried that it took Biden so long to make the decision that could have saved lives at least a couple of months before that.
Media in Senegal say that with the most of the votes in Sunday's general election now counted, the ruling party of Bassirou Diomaye Faye has emerged with a clear lead over its two main opposition rivals. A victory for his PASTEF party would give Mr. Diomaye the strong mandate he seeks to implement the radical agenda of economic transformation and social justice on which he was elected in March. Here's Nicolas Negos.
It looks like an historic win for the PASTEF party so far, according to the first results. This election has symbolic significance. In fact, the critical challenge was for President Diomaye Faye to understand whether the people who elected him with 54% will still support his program. And it seems that they do. I saw many reactions on X of Senegalese congratulating the ruling party for what looks like a huge success, and especially to the Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko, who led the party in power in those elections.
Hezbollah officials say the Lebanese militant group's media chief has been killed by an Israeli airstrike in central Beirut. Mohammed Afif was one of the group's few remaining public faces. This is the world news from the BBC. Further restrictions on construction activity and vehicles have been imposed in the Indian capital Delhi to combat worsening air pollution. All diesel trucks except those carrying essential items are banned from entering the city, and work on public building projects has been suspended. The measures were announced after an emergency meeting on Sunday evening to discuss the deteriorating air quality, which has now been categorised as severe plus. There were running battles between Greek police and protesters in the city of Thessaloniki on Sunday night, following an annual protest to mark a student uprising 50 years ago, in which 24 people were killed. The event commemorates a revolt by students at Athens Polytechnic in 1973 against the then dictatorship. Australian police have charged one of the country's best-known broadcasters following an investigation into allegations of indecent assaults that spanned 2 decades. The retired radio presenter and former rugby union coach Alan Jones, who's 83, was arrested at his home in Sydney. He's accused of 24 offences involving 8 alleged victims. Mr. Jones previously dismissed claims. Research published by a coalition of British wildlife charities argues that a species of wading bird, once found around the world, is now extinct. The disappearance of the slender-billed curlew makes it the first known global bird extinction from mainland Europe, North Africa and West Asia. Rebecca Drought reports.
The slender-billed curlew is a shorebird. It breeds in western Siberia before migrating to the Mediterranean in winter. But there's not been a confirmed sighting since February 1995, when it was spotted in Morocco. Extensive efforts across decades to find evidence of the bird in its breeding and non-breeding ranges have all proved unsuccessful. Its disappearance is a stark warning of the need to tackle the loss and degradation of inland grassland and wetland.
BBC News.
When you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling,
Oh, you a work. But you know it's I in your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, oh, cause you know it's I in your side. And when you dream, no say I did for you. And when you hustle every day, when you wanna go, anything you do, I did for you. If I believe I did your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did your side, fidelity.
I am Wahinere Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan, and this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms or invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and receive a monthly income for the perfect retirement. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit www.oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Obrapa Ahotongwa.
Old Mutual. Do great things every day. In a world where only the best survives, you need a fuel that can match your drive. A fuel with unparalleled protection for your engine, superior efficiency, and unrivaled performance. A fuel so unbeatable, when you get behind the wheel, you'll focus on what really matters. The journey ahead. That fuel is Shell V-Power, because no other fuel gives your engine better protection, better efficiency, and better performance. Be unbeatable. Drive unbeatable. Shell V-Power. Shell. Go well.
Have you ever thought one click could expose your data, or a simple message could drain money from your Momo account? In today's digital age, information is power, and protecting it is essential. At Academic City, our MSc in cybersecurity equips you to code, shield, and excel, providing the expertise to protect data and defend against cyber threats. Apply now for our January 2025 intake. Visit act.edu.gh or call 0262 693870 to secure your future. Academic City, educating future-ready leaders.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
is here.
Hi,
Mama V
Kojo.
is here. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. It feels like it's been like a whole year.
I know.
Hey, Koyache. Yeah.
You still have plenty money, right?
Oh, well, for you, of course. What's mine is yours, baby.
That's what I want to hear.
And now that you have brought us, a special package into there, you can even charge double. You can be charging double now.
People will be sending messages. Okay?
Oh, let them send.
What package are you talking
let
about?
Let them send. What the good day be about? You have delivered the package to the team. We have taken it. We have received it. Anyway, it's good to see you. It's great to see you. And we've got things to talk about today.
Yeah.
We've come on a good day. I mean, look. First of all, at some point, are we going to have to accept that we are no longer a footballing nation?
You haven't come to terms with that.
Every time there's another Black Stars match and they put on the white and I see the little black star on their chest, I kind of forget my past trauma. I get excited again. I start thinking, oh, this is it. And then they call in all these players from all kinds of corners of the globe, people playing for FC Gomwa, Azerbaijan, and far-flung corners of nothingness, just because they play football with an accent. So we bring them and put them on our national team, thinking that is going to yield results, and of course nothing comes of it. But I'll tell you one thing: all these people that we are calling up, who are, mostly talentless, the one thing they do have in common is that they have very rich agents. So maybe we need to start doing the maths. There might be something in here that we should pay attention to, because we keep calling people who can't play, but somebody seems to still be interested in calling them.
I think we're not focused. That's it. We're not focused. We still produce great players.
Yeah,
because we have players from the academies going to play for clubs elsewhere.
We have some of the greatest players in the world right now on our Black Stars team. Mohamed Kudus. You want to tell me that guy can't play? Of course he can play.
You got Semenyo.
And then you surround them with the others.
I just think that we've been failing for a very long time. But the fact that we haven't qualified for this AFCON, I think people are now coming to terms with it.
It is shameful, Mama.
We need to reset. That's what it is. But we can't have those governing the same game that we've been failing still governing.
24 teams are going on. 24 teams. That's more than half of Africa.
Has anyone resigned? Those managing the football.
Rewind. Rewind. Signed.
They want to
now play for pride. Now they are also play for pride. Hey. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Charlie, since you
I see that the Doomsaw is still.
I was going to ask you, since you rejoined, is happening for you, eh?
Charlie. I slept in it for like 24. It was more than 24 hours. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Yes.
Yeah, Charlie.
Somebody said, I blink, I open my eyes, and it's still dark. Well, we need to figure it out. And these days, it seems like they are rationing the things small. Be soppy doom so.
But they are not saying it. So when you are there, then your hearts, you are thinking, have I ironed? Have I done this? Have I done that? Have I done? Because you never know.
Charlie?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that too. We'll talk about that. But another thing I want to engage the audience on, apart from the doom so, Mama V,
could you?
When was the last time you went to the market? Somebody makes food for me, right? And I send them money, and then they buy the ingredients. Sometimes they come and make it at my house, in my kitchen, and at the end of it, they boil everything, and then we put it all in the fridge or freezer, and then I live on that for a month or whatever. Now she hadn't been there for a month obviously, the food lasts about a month.
Yeah.
So when it was time for her to come and make the next batch, I sent the same amount of money. Same amount. And I came back to see about half of the food
you're lucky.
I normally get. In fact, distinctly less than half.
Because I was going to say, you're lucky you got half.
No, less than half. And, I mean, this is someone I trust implicitly, so I know that there's no kululu going on. And she took her time to explain to me. She said, look, this trip, when you go,
you need more, actually. You need more cash.
So I'm just wondering, how are people coping? How are people coping? This is just food I'm talking about. I haven't talked about fuel.
It's the grace.
I haven't talked about transportation.
You
how
hear
to
that.
Get from A
it's
to
grace.
B.
Grace, Kojo.
But Grace always go.
Yeah.
How is Grace funding all this?
Grace, man.
Because there must be 1 + 1 must make 2.
It doesn't balance. Okay, that's why some of us stopped writing. Before you'd write everything that you're spending. Now
it's too depressing. It's too depressing. You just have to pretend it's not happening.
Grace will see you through, man.
It's crazy. I want to know how people are coping, and I certainly want you to tell us about that, okay? How's the economy treating you? How are you managing? What are some of the little miraculous things you have to do to make things happen? Tell us how Grace is affording food for you in your house. All right? You can send us a voice note if you want. 055 1111 997, or you could post on X, use the hashtag JoySMS. We'll see it. We'll share your thoughts with the world. All right. And these are just a couple of things we're thinking about. Also, what's going on with that potential scandal? This company called Lamans or whatever it is, that is being accused of something rather heinous, selling contaminated food to children. Well, supplying contaminated food to children, repackaging it at a buffer stock company facility.
We're told the Ministry of Education is interested.
They're interested.
But I was hoping that we would get an external investigative body. Because, I mean... Yeah.
Because, you see, if they were interested, this would not have happened. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah, they are not as interested as they should be. We'll talk about that and more on the show today. All right, don't forget 055 1111 997. Send your voice notes and your texts. We'll share them all.
Wake up to joy, 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 sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy in the morning. Yeah, if you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the Super Morning Show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
I still can't get used to it. I left my head from the console and Mama V is here. All right, hello Ghana. Here's your chance to be one of the luckiest. The grand draw is happening on November 30 with incredible cash prizes, okay? But between now and then, they are still giving away fantastic daily prizes every single day. Imagine winning a motorbike or a TV or a mobile phone or a chest freezer, just because you got yourself some luckiest tickets, okay? So it's very simple. Every day, whoever spends the most on the luckiest tickets wins a prize. Nanyan. All right, so tomorrow you could end up winning a massive television just because you are the person who spent the most on the luckiest tickets. Okay, so and it doesn't matter how little or how much that amount is, as long as it's the most. Okay, you can spend it all on one ticket, you can spend on several different tickets, you can even buy tickets for others, so that on the 30th of November they will all have a chance of winning the massive jackpot. All right, but you could still end up with that television or mobile phone or motorbike or whatever it is that you dream of. All right, dial *712# and follow the prompt. That's all you have to do. Buy as many tickets as you can, give away some as gifts. *712# is the number to keep dialing. Buy more tickets, and of course you can win all month long with the luckiest. The luckiest, luck is everywhere. The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
And our question is, why wait for December when we can bring Christmas to you early? Total Energies is kicking off the holiday spirit with our Bronya Luke Bay special. It started from the 1st of November all through to the 31st of January 2025. We're ready to spread some festive cheer. So swing by Liberation Road, Tessano, Dakuman, Link Road, Sakumono, Farah Avenue, Oxford Street, Community 1 Stadium, and Apremdo Total Energy service stations. Change your engine oil and get a free Elite car wash to keep your ride sparkling. It's like giving your car a holiday makeover. So while preparing to hit the road, make sure your vehicle is ready for the festivities. For more details and updates, visit the website totalenergiesgh.com or simply follow on social media. Facebook at Total Energies Ghana. On X is Total Energies GH at Total Energies GH, and Instagram is at Total Energies GH as well.
All right, Ghana, get ready for the biggest giveaway from Syntex Tank. Syntex is visiting 15 communities, giving them free water. And this is all to say thank you, Ghana, for making them number one. And of course, they are number one. They were the first to introduce the double layer tanks in Ghana. Also, they are the first to introduce the inner white layer, which is brilliant for, knowing when your water is clean. Plus, Syntex tanks come in so many different colors. And so let me ask you, if it's not Syntex, forget about it. Now, if you're a community and you want to benefit from Syntex free water, just alert their social media handles at Syntex Ghana and nominate your community. The more you nominate, the better your chance of them coming. Remember, it's SINTEX, Syntex Tank. Not be any tank be tank. The correct tank be Syntex Tank. Syntex Tank, are you strong? Are you tough?
And it's that time of the year again. Orca Deco's Black Friday sale is on. Get ready to enjoy from 20% to 60% off everything. Yes, I mean everything. Furniture, home decor, and accessories. Whether you are redecorating your home or just want to grab that statement piece, Orca Deco has you covered. So hurry to Orca Deco today and grab those deals before they're gone. It's your time to give your home the touch you've always longed for. Head to any Orca Deco branch near you this Black Friday and enjoy from 20% to 60% discount of everything. You can locate us off the Spintex Road in Accra and in Asokwa, Kumasi. Orca Deco.
Now, if you're wondering where to hold your strategy planning meetings, your board sessions, your staff retreats, there really is only one venue, and it's Safari Valley Resort. Think of the green, serene environment, the accessibility, the meeting room capacity, the flow and layout of space, the room flexibility, the quality of equipment, the staff, and of course the first-class catering services. It's got to be Safari Valley Resort as your first choice. Call Safari Valley Resort on 0596 914 394. Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature.
And Access Bank's Womenpreneur Pitchathon Season 6 is here. Ghanaian women entrepreneurs, this is your time to shine. Access Bank is giving women-led businesses a unique chance to secure funding, world-class business training, and the tools to scale up for success. Ready to elevate your business? Well, don't miss out on a chance to win. You can grab 100,000 Ghana cedis in the grand prize, also 50,000 Ghana cedis in other prizes, exclusive business masterclass, business protection insurance, and much more. Application has been extended now. So please visit ghana.accessbankplc.com to apply. Terms and conditions apply though. Need more information? Well, call the toll-free number 0800 004400. That's 0800004400, or just visit W Community GH on Facebook, Instagram, and X to connect with our women banking team. Open to all business sectors. Access W, inspiring, connecting, empowering.
It's time to drive with complete confidence with Toyota Ghana's new extended warranty of 5 years or 120,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. You can enjoy peace of mind motoring on every journey. No need to worry about unexpected repair costs anymore. Just focus on the road ahead. Secure your peace of mind today with Toyota Ghana extended warranty. Call Toyota Ghana today on 0302 429 801 802 all the way up to 805 to learn more. Ghana drives Toyota.
And it's that time of the year again when we're all thinking of what to get for our families, friends, and loved ones, especially when everything is now so expensive. Well, if you have a Societe Generale Ghana Visa card, though, well, things are about to get amazing for you in the next couple of weeks. SG Ghana is giving you cash back every time you shop with your SG Ghana Visa card. From now to 31st of December 2024, use your SG Ghana Visa card to make payment at your favorite supermarket, retail shop, to buy fuel, pay online or anywhere with a Visa POS terminal and get a percentage of what you spend paid back to you. It's really that simple and amazing. Get ready to spend, and spend some more because SG Ghana is giving you cash back. Use your SG Ghana Visa card today and receive cash back all through this festive season. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
Now, everybody they talk say, Charlie, no be easy. With VW Terramont V6, Charlie, it be easy. Everything is easy. Easy on your budget and easy on the roads with their powerful V6 engine. Now, are you looking to purchase a fuel-efficient, subcompact SUV with higher ground clearance? T-Cross will be your best decision. Charlie, it'll be easy to purchase VW cars. Take advantage of their Save a Fortune promo campaign and drive a Volkswagen. Hurry while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply. Call or WhatsApp VW Ghana on 0257 956688 for more information about their range of models: Virtus, T-Cross, Tiguan, Allspace, Terramont, and the Amarok pickup.
And our favorite bookstore, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, is your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. Always. They have an online store, and I hope you've been taking advantage of this. It's www.kingdomstoreonline.com. You don't have to drive. No need to be in traffic. Just log on to this website and start shopping. They also arrange delivery to your homes and offices within reasonable time. They offer free delivery if you happen to be in Accra or Tema, and they conveniently also accept payment via Momo across all networks. Now, that's true convenience. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
All right, well, it's about time we brought you some messages, after which it'll be your birthday wishes and, of course, sports. Sports, depressing as it may be, is on its way. Stay with us. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is. And sometimes, even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Christmas we highway no so be shit. The experience ne bogus be back room. Uni dollar menu be come ho near DSTV. If you say this Christmas DSTV is giving. It's giving live soccer or super sports and be analysis to prevent any biases. It's giving Ghanaian content to Aquaba Magic. A vibe. Now Korano so can dive into the Nickelodeon channels. And how is safe with the parental control. Into your fast ne do DSTV. This Christmas is giving the best in entertainment on DSTV. Grab a DSTV decoder or connect to your existing subscription and be entertained. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling.
Wow.
Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
All right, we will bring you birthday messages later on the show, and they will be brought to you by MTN everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. Do you miss doing this?
Of course, yes.
All right, which means we can go straight to the Joy Sports Center, and as always, it's brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. And if it's football you want, DSTV has got it all the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live in HD. This season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Listen, I need you to imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates as well. So we're not just offering loans, says Standard Chartered. They are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills or no electricity at all, and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give Standard Chartered a call on 050-153-5789 or 050-153-5790 and 0244-674-154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
I just realized who's going to be very excited to see you, Uncle Ibu.
I miss Uncle Ibu like something.
Yes. And Salah is here as well. Look at them.
Oh, I'm so happy to see Mama V. I can finally stop dealing with Raymond and Kojo and all the guys.
Just because we call him out for wearing waist beads. Anyway, have you ever thought about what true convenience means? Well, let's keep it simple. Convenience is finding easy solutions to everyday hassle. And speaking of easy solutions, have you heard of M-Care from MTN and MedPharma? That is convenient healthcare for everyone. Let's face it, being sick is no fun, and neither is waiting in long queues for healthcare. But with M-Care, all that hassle disappears with the silver and gold packages. You get to choose between 10 Ghana cedis or 161 Ghana cedis per month, and you enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and an efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with life insurance cover for hospitalization and death, and health insurance depending on your package. Unbelievable, right? Well, I ask you, what is more convenient than this? Download the MedPharma app to sign up to the silver or gold package today. Salah.
Good morning. Good morning to all of you.
Has anybody resigned at the FA?
No one has quit just yet, which is a big problem. It's a big problem. And there was a press conference yesterday. Tobuo Hod had a lot to say, and if you weren't angry enough, this is about to rile you up even
they're
more.
They're playing for pride. That one, no.
To finish third, huh? Welcome aboard to the Joint Sports Centre with me, Fentio, Tahiru Fentio. Coming up.
Nicely done to Canero. To Canero's delivery. Oh, it's only gone as far as Milton. Angola score! Zini comes to the rescue for Angola.
Yeah, that was the goal that sealed Ghana's fate. And they will not be going to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. That was confirmed on Friday night following a 1-1 draw against Angola in Luanda. Ghana scored first through captain Jordan Ayew, who scored a superlative free kick before Angola leveled in the second half. The draw means the Black Stars, who are winless after 5 matches, sit bottom of Group F with 2 points and will miss out on the AFCON for the first time in 2 decades. They actually have 3 points, I beg your pardon. Speaking after the game, Tobuo Hod admitted that his team didn't deserve to win.
Congratulations to Angola, qualified for AFCON. They didn't have anything to lose today. You could see they could play freely. We were a little bit more. We were more under pressure. They pressed us very well, held us down in our halves. It was good for us to play, but we were missing our intensity, and I think it was not good enough from our side.
Well, that's Tobuo Hod, though. After the game, Ghanaians were angry, including sports pundits Christopher Nimley, Daniel Cranting, and Suchofe Philip Achrin. They believe Tobuo Hod's coaching has been subpar.
He had set up the team for the team to go and fail. That is why personally I don't see him to even walk on the pitch of Accra on Monday. His resignation should be in by now. If Voto has got any pride in him and he wants to guarantee a coaching career, he should exit the Black Stars job and go and get himself a team somewhere in some division somewhere. Maybe he can come and coach any of our local teams here.
You see, it's reached that point where you need to assess whether you are willing to wait for the person to grow, and if the person is growing at the right pace. I don't think he's growing fast enough, because the body of games we've played over the past 3-4 months since the international the season started. So it's been September, October, November. We've played 5 matches over this period. I don't think we've seen considerable improvement.
What was Otto's attacking plan in these scenarios, that if it is 0-0 and Ghana needs to find a goal, what was he thinking that he would change about the team that would put Ghana on the front foot or give us an opportunity of creating chances and scoring? Or if it was 1-1 as it were, what was he thinking? What was his thinking? That he would change the shape, he would change personnel? Because the performance at 0-0, the performance at 1-0, the performance at 1-1, it was the same thing.
So that's Philip Achiri, and before him you had Daniel Cranting and Christopher Nimley. Well, it's not just Ghanaian journalists who have been critical of the Black Stars situation. Ghana's failure to qualify for the AFCON has drawn international criticism. In the UK, for example, the Guardian newspaper said there was no organization, leadership and direction in Ghana football and that the country was wasting a generation of talents. In the USA, CBS pundits Michael Lahoud and Nigel Reo-Coker, the former West Ham midfielder, described the failure to qualify for the AFCON as an embarrassment that requires house cleaning.
Ghana not qualifying for AFCON, Nige, that is incredible. This is a Ghanaian side that they've been on the slide. They've been in just a really bad way. The last two AFCONs, they've been one of the worst teams at AFCON. They're not unified. The federation is in a mess. And when you talk about a dark period for a national team, you talk about a dark chapter for a federation like the Ghanaian Federation, Nigel, this has to be the darkest of them all.
It is the darkest. First time they haven't qualified since 2004. There has to be a clearing of the house process for me because it's inexcusable. This is Ghana. They produce some of the top talented football players that we've seen. Talk about Michael Essien and right now Kudus. Like there's so much talent there. And for them not to qualify, it's an absolute embarrassment.
That's a Nigel Reo-Coker there. Before him, we heard Michael Lahoud. So when we speak here, people don't want to listen. So maybe if outsiders speak, they will listen. Jordan Ayew, Ali Seidu, and Gideon Mensah, Fatau Issahaku, that's 4 players who all started against Angola. They've been ruled out of today's dead rubber game against Niger due to injuries. Accordingly, Mediama right back Kamaruddin Mahmoud, Heart of Lions defender Ebenezer Aban, and Thought FC's Jerry Afriye have been called up as replacements. The Black Stars, they held their final training session yesterday at the Accra Sports Stadium ahead of today's game. The match is at 4 p.m. Otuado met the press and he's been speaking a lot. First off, he says he wants to win to avoid finishing bottom of the group.
I think it's a good chance now for a lot of players to show themselves. Hopefully they will use their chance. We have seen, I think, some players who used these chances in the last game, and I hope that more players will use this chance. And we're looking forward to the game tomorrow to beat Niger, not to end up last. We want to beat them to at least, for our honor, get the 3rd place.
Get 3rd place and honor. Is there honor in 3rd place? That's the question many people are putting to Otuado, and he's not exactly been receptive to a lot of that criticism. He says, in fact, there's been accusations that Otuado doesn't necessarily listen to advice. Now, the former Dortmund talent coach says he values feedback from people like Jurgen Klopp more than just from anyone else.
People can judge me, and surely most of the people will judge me by the results, which were not good. But I have friends, I have mentors, I don't know if you know, but I trained under Matthias Sammer. I was trained under Klopp. I was I was assistant to Edin Terzic, who was the Dortmund head coach. And surely we exchange. And for me, this is relevant. If they say this or that, and they're also critical with some things, and I understand this, but this has much more value if I speak to Jurgen Klopp and he tells me this or that. If I send him maybe some scenes, then somebody from anywhere saying, oh, blah, 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 this is bad.
Criticism from Klopp, much more valuable from you people with all your blah, 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 blah. That's according to Otuado. He also urged Ghanaians to support the team so that they can properly prepare and qualify for the 2026 World Cup.
I know it's very, very difficult, but surely, again, we need the support. And if any one of us wants to make Ghana better, the players need support. That's all I can say. Meanwhile, I understand that people are disappointed, maybe angry. I was also disappointed, but surely we have to move on now. We have to move on, and we have to do our best to prepare for the World Cup qualifiers now, and it starts tomorrow.
And the World Cup qualifiers will return in March 2025. Tonight's game, though, is at 4 p.m. against Niger at the Accra Sports Stadium. Let's move away from the Black Stars a little bit. Nations FC, that's in the Ghana Premier League, they inflicted a 4th consecutive defeat on Asante Kotoko with a 2-0 win. That win took them top of the table. That's Nations FC. Here's the Kotoko coach, Ogum, who is looking for solutions.
I think this is not the result we all expected. We came in very determined, very ready to get the maximum points. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it. As a coach, with my technical staff, we need to find solutions. I think we can bounce back.
That's Prosper Ogum. Bibiani Gold Stars, they succumbed to a first defeat this season, a 2-0 loss to Mediama at the TNA Stadium. That means that they're now down to second position behind Nations FC. First win in 4 games for Mediama takes them to 5th on the table. Dreams FC, they beat Vision FC 1-0 in Tema, and Samuel Prempeh scored the only goal as Young Apostles beat Samatex 1-0 in Samra Boy as well. In Tamale, Hamza Issa's first half strike secured victory for Heart of Oak against Karela United, which is their 3rd win in a row, and they've now gone into the top 4 for the first time this season. Here is Watara.
Today's match is very tough match. Karela give us so many problems to resolve. We win. The important thing is the football is the score. We score it. But let's congratulate Karela for this good game. They press, get some chances, but this is the football. But Karela play well.
That's Watara there. In England, they returned to the top tier of the Nations League in emphatic fashion as the Republic of Ireland were thrashed 5-0 at Wembley in Lee Castle's final game as interim manager. He will now hand over to Thomas Tuchel. Adrian Rabiot, he scored 2 headers as France beat Italy 3-1 at the San Siro to overtake the Azzurri and win Nations League Group A2. And in boxing, many reactions have come in since the global exhibition showpiece where YouTuber Jake Paul recorded a unanimous win against the legendary Mike Tyson over the weekend. Commercially, the fight grossed millions, but there are a few other things to be considered. Nathaniel Atto has the details.
I believe that with time, what Jake Paul is doing is warming himself into the mainstream of boxing. Do remember that boxing over the years has suffered, a bit in terms of its audience going over to mixed martial art and related, disciplines. However, what Jake Paul is doing is unique in the sense that he's bringing a lot of numbers back. Yeah, those arguments about, the disrespect, considering that he's not a core boxer or is not a professional boxer. But hey, what you do realize about his craft, especially the way he conducted himself in the ring, the way he did his footwork, the way he attacked, the way he struck his punches, the way he calculated and everything, just goes to tell you that maybe, and just maybe, Jake Paul could be warming himself into the mainstream of boxing, where very soon the tag of a YouTuber will be taken away from him.
So that's Nathaniel Atto bringing an end to sports here in the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentio Tahiru Fenti, handing over to the lovely Mama V.
To be continued.
Yes.
Thanks, Feds, for sports.
It's good to have you back. Good to have you back.
Same here.
I love your watch. That's a really nice.
Thank you, Fentio.
Apple Watch.
Listen, we're going to continue a bit
later.
We'll be talking. We'll be talking about the AFCON together. For now, though, we have to cross over and join Anne Klebo White, who's got food for thought. Is brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. But first, in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents a roller coaster ride of expensive jokes, crazy pranks, and edge of seat-thrilling drama in an original Anne Klebo White play, The Foreplay. The Foreplay. Will and Tilly, and strange ex-spouses and parents of Faith, have not spoken to each other for 10 years after their explosive divorce. On the eve of Faith's wedding, she does the unthinkable by putting them in the same hotel suite in an attempt to get them to patch up their differences. And this packs fireworks. Faith's fiancé is also on a secret mission which blows up in a way no one expects. Will they be able to remedy the situation on time for the wedding? The Foreplay is an edge of your seat experience that explores the comedy and drama of family life, forgiveness, and love. The Foreplay shows for 1 weekend only at the National Theatre. It's Friday 29th of November at 7 p.m, which is one show only. On Saturday 30th of November at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m, 2 shows only. And Sunday 1st December at 1 p.m, 4 p.m, and 8 p.m. That's 3 shows. It will cost you only 200 Ghana cedis. The only thing that does not go up, or that hasn't gone up, is the rate for watching a Roverman play. Buy ticket now via the Koba short code *365*535# or on the Roverman app. Discounts are available for big purchases and for persons on the loyalty list and or are with the loyalty cards. To place orders or make enquiries, please WhatsApp 050-554 6030 or call 050-554-6010. Sponsors Koba, Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank, and T-Lee's T, communications partner, M Notify, and Logistics Movers. Buy your ticket now. Riverman Productions, be the
difference.
Uncle White, I have missed you.
Oh, I have missed you. I have missed you more. We'll have to celebrate your return.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I will celebrate your return. So, tell the team to expect something on Thursday.
Yeah. Fenty, did you hear that?
Yes, we are expecting something on Thursday. Thank you.
Oh, Uncle Ebo, thank you so much. It's good to be back. It's good to be talking to you. It's good to hear from you.
Oh, and it's good to see you. Fento, is it not nice to have Mama V back?
Sorry?
Is it not nice to have her back?
Yes. Oh, it's lovely. You see, all the bullying can finally stop. Except that she has been a culprit herself a few times.
No, I'm on your side. This time I'm on your side.
But for now, I'll take Mama V over Remo.
Well, and I realized, Fento, that because Mama V came today, you combed your hair better.
Yes, I have to look nice.
All for me.
Yes, all for you.
All right.
All for you. Is that not a song?
No, don't sing.
It's good to have you back.
Sorry.
It's so good to have you back.
Thank you, Uncle Ebo. It's good to be back.
Fento, I'll talk about the Black Stars later.
Okay, fine. Uncle Ebo is going to talk about the Black Stars on Thursday.
On Thursday.
Yes, talk about them on Thursday. Talk about them next week and the week after. The people don't listen, so talk. Add your voice.
No, I will talk in the voice of Klopp.
Thank you very much.
Uncle, and there's a play. There's a welcome back play for me. So thank you for this as well.
The foreplay.
The foreplay.
The foreplay, right. And it's a crazy play. We ran through it yesterday for the group, and they could not believe what they were seeing.
Yeah.
So yes, great excitement, great. It's one of the plays that there's no dull moment from the beginning to the end.
Okay.
And it's action.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this one.
Maybe last Thursday, I began a story of how God instructed me to clean the washroom at the M Upper Block at the Commonwealth Hall when I was a student resident in that great hall. I ended the narration where David, my roommate, joined me in the cleaning and how it improved our connection as Christians and as roommates. I now pick up the story from there. David and I carried out what we considered our divinely ordained janitorial duties for a little over 2 weeks. We would wake up in the morning at about before 5 a.m., pick our buckets to fetch water from a tap in the middle of the hall, and then clean the washroom till there was no foul scent or odor, and the place was sparkling clean. Then we would return to our rooms and have our quiet time together and go for breakfast and then to lectures at 7:30 a.m. One day, we had done the cleaning and we were having our quiet time when we heard the Ponding Alert song. In Commonwealth Hall, and indeed in every hall at Legon in those days, when someone was about to be ponded, there was a song that gave the alert. The song went, "All we are saying, don't waste our time." When we heard the song, David and I checked the time. It was just about 6 a.m. We said to each other, someone is in big trouble. Ponding in Commonwealth Hall was no news, but ponding that early in the morning was unusual. It would have to take a very grievous offense for someone to be ponded that early in the morning. We wondered who was in trouble and what he had done. Meanwhile, the singing continued and kept coming closer towards our room. It might be someone on our block, we said to each other. We knew it could not be either of us because we never did anything to upset anyone. But we were wrong. In a moment, the door to our room burst open, and there were 6 or so students from our block, M Upper, standing in our room. The leader of the group said, "Aha, we have caught you people. You are very bad people." David and I were confused. We said, "What have we done?" The leader said, "You guys have been cleaning the washroom secretly, but we have caught you today." Our crime was that David and I had been cleaning the washroom and we had not told anyone about it. Apparently, they had noticed that the washroom was being cleaned very well, and the usual foul stench that they woke up to every morning was gone. But they assumed that the janitor was doing a much better job. But then there was a public holiday, and the cleaners did not come to work, and yet the washroom was still clean and there was water in the cisterns. That told them that it was not a cleaner who was cleaning the place. So they decided to look out for whoever was cleaning the place, and their vigilance had caught us. We said, "We are sorry we did not tell anyone, but we did not think that cleaning the washroom could be an offense." They said, "Are you the only ones who use the place? So why should you two alone do the cleaning?" We said, "Are you saying that the rest of you would also want to join in cleaning the washroom?" "Of course," they said in unison. "We also use the washroom, and so we should all be responsible for cleaning the place." We said, We apologized then, but we did not think that university students would want to clean the washroom. They said, "But you are also university students, but you are cleaning the place, aren't you?" We considered that point and said, "So what now?" They said, "We are all going to take turns in cleaning the place. It should not be your responsibility alone." And right there and then, the students made a roster for cleaning the washroom. Students volunteered which mornings they would want to clean the washroom. And in a matter of minutes, all the days of the week were taken with two students for each day. Then one of them saw that David and I had our Bibles open before us. He said to the others, "And look at them. They are doing their devotions and they are keeping it to themselves. Bad people." We said, "Oh, you want to join us in the devotions?" They said, "Of course. You think we also do not want to go to heaven?" And that was how morning devotions at M Upper was born. From that day, students came into our room every morning and we had our morning devotions together. That changed the atmosphere on the block. We became very closely connected. We're no longer students sharing rooms on the block, but family. We looked out for each other. In the afternoons and in the evenings, when we returned from lectures, we'll go and get our food from the dining hall and then bring the food to the block and sit on the corridor and eat together. The corridor that used to be unhealthy to walk on now became a place for bonding and connection between us because the foul stench was gone. We kept this up till I left the university, and many of us kept the connection years after we had graduated. Now, the takeaways from the story. We tend to mystify religion, but religion at its best is loving and serving God through loving and serving our fellow human beings. We cannot say we love God if we do not love our fellow human beings. And we cannot say we serve God if we do not serve our fellow human beings. If we say we are Christians, our claims should be supported and evidenced by our love and service to others. So, let me end my story by asking you the same question the Spirit of God asked me. Are you a Christian? If you are, what is the evidence that you are a Christian? In your home, in your neighborhood, in your office, in the market, on the streets, in your politics, in your law, in your accounting, in your journalism. What is the evidence that you are a Christian? And Mavi, a very hearty welcome to you. It's such a wonderful thing. This week is going to be special because you are back.
Amen. Thank you, Uncle Ibo. Thank you. And if you say you're a Christian, well, show working by loving your fellow human being.
Right.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Yeah. Uncle White with Food for Thought today, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. Uncle, thank you. We love you. Please have a good week.
You too. Have a fantastic week.
All right, thank you. Uncle is back on Thursday for another Food for Thought. It's exactly 8 a.m. now, so let's bring you the Business Minute. Thanks to Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG, we stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts. Here's the Joy Business Report.
Welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electricals, generator experts, and build-free solar hybrid air conditioners. Prices of petroleum products are expected to be reviewed this week by the various oil marketing companies. However, there are strong indications that prices could be reduced marginally at the pumps. Currency analyst and manager of macroeconomic research at GCB Bank PLC, Courage Boti, has maintained that the city's recent good run can be sustained as long as the Bank of Ghana's international reserves remains in a strong position. And government could be cited for contempt of court in the coming days. Now, this was after it went ahead to issue Treasury Bills for last week, despite an application of the Supreme Court seeking to halt the process. And that's all for the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with your electrical generator experts and built-free solar hybrid air conditioners.
Keep this frequency clear. 99.7. It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Yes, indeed, it is. And the Business Minute was brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, or Services, the generator experts. Now, Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra-silent, fuel-efficient diesel generating sets, size ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. For every generator you acquire, you will enjoy 5-year warranty. They also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. The services includes, but not limited to, the following: 24-hour emergency services, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental services, professional advice, and sales of tower lights and rental. Locate the latest branches in Bibiani, Petroji, opposite Bethel School Junction on the main Bibiani Kumasi Highway, in Techiman, ex-oil filling station on the main Techiman to Kumasi Highway. And then the head office, of course, is at number 77 Anointed House. It is on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. They also have 18 branches nationwide. So really, just look out for Anointed Engineering Services wherever you are. They're also into skill training. They have a training school that trains students on generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals and controls, and solar installations. They offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Contact them on these hotlines: 0243 480334 or 0243 690 295, 0243 480334 and 0243 690 295. Anointed, the generator experts.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And social media messages here on the show, brought to you by EcoBank, a better way, a better African cowbell coffee, with you every moment. So every day people face different emergencies: police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency. What's your emergency today? Listen, if you have a cash emergency, money emergency, the number to remember to dial is star 770 hash, star 770 hash. That's the EcoBank Money Emergency number. Don't forget it. Star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payment, airtime, and data purchases. So much more you can do with star 770 hash. So you don't need internet. Just star 770 hash. Dial it and get your money emergency solved. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank. And let's talk about something we all want: success. Everybody wants it. Everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Now, when work gets tough, I bet you it will. You need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days where you need someone to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma, and will aid kickstart your day. Whether you're working or just creating memories with friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every moment. So no matter where you are at, as you chase after those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to you. Stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah, download it. You go enjoy it. In my Bramin check. In my Bramin check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even church tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich creamy goodness of Cowbell coffee. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a special feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Roverman Productions, in partnership with Joy FM and National Theatre, presents a roller coaster ride in an original Uncle White play, The Foreplay. Faith, for the 1,000th time, let me assure you that this will work.
Jasper, it won't.
It will.
It won't.
It will.
I said it won't.
You know your problem? You think you are the smartest person alive.
Hey.
Well, get used to the fact that I am also as smart as you are.
I can't believe you just said that to me. You know your problem? You are used to having your way all the time. You are used to thinking that you are the center of the universe. Well, I have news for you. This is the solar system, but you are not the sun.
The Foreplay shows for one weekend only at the National Theatre. Friday 29th November at 7 p.m. Saturday 30th November at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Sunday 1st December at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Buy tickets now at regular outlets and via Korba short code *365*535# or on the Roverman app. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Call 050-554-6010. Sponsors: Korba, Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank and Chili's Tea. Communications partner: M-Notify and Logistic Movers. Roverman Productions. The difference.
Beyond every boardroom is a story waiting to be written. A story of a business and its potential, of a community that thrives, a hospital that serves, and energy that powers millions of dreams. It's a story that only gets better with a partner that has the expertise and solutions to make it a reality. At Absa Corporate and Investment Banking, we are invested in your story, and we invite you to write it with us because your story matters. Absa, an authorized FSP and registered credit provider.
Do you
want to remain productive and competitive in your business? Then I am happy to remind you that Anointed Engineering Services Limited is still here to serve. We provide homes, offices, and institutions with ultra-silent, reliable, and fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3000 kVA at unbeatable prices. You also enjoy a 5-year warranty. Anointed Engineering is noted for unwavering 24-hour after-sale emergency service, rental and sale of tire lights and genuine spare parts, undertake repair and maintenance of all diesel generators, and buy back used generators. Sign up today at our training school and gain hands-on experience from our team of professionals on generators, plants, auto mechanics, electricals, controls, and solar installations. Anointed Engineering has 18 branches nationwide. Locate our head office in Accra at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. Call our hotlines on 0302 324723 or 0243 690295. Also on 0243 480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with you.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You better believe it is 12 past 8 on the Super Morning Show here on Joy. We've got lots to get through this morning. I know, of course, the Black Stars have broken our hearts and we are wondering how we found ourselves back in this toxic relationship. And what in God's name is the way out of it? Mama V, how do you advise us?
Is it a leadership kind of problem? You know, I mean, there are so many questions to ask from this horrible performance. Is it commitment from players, the people that we call? What happened to our homegrown players? I mean, the players in the various clubs in Ghana, for instance.
Yeah. Or were we just poorly organized? I mean, is that what it is? Or is there some underlying corruption that ensures that we will never pick the best? We will always pick those who are willing to, you know, grease palms.
Exactly.
Is that happening?
Is there anything like that going on, really?
Yeah. I mean, let's ask.
Is it the whom you know kind of thing?
And why has nobody resigned?
Yeah.
What drastic measure needs to be taken?
Do they actually think the failure of the Black Stars is a direct failure on their part as well? Do they link the two?
Do they even see? Yes. Yeah. Do they even see that it's a failure of themselves? Hey, why doesn't know? Anyway, today we've got to talk about it, so we'll do exactly that. But that's not the only thing on our minds. Hey, Samuel Okuja Blakwa is suggesting that a particular company has been flagged for giving contaminated food to our children.
It's actually like a very, when I heard it the first time on the midday news, I think last week, I was like, this is really dangerous. If this is actually true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no limit to what wicked people can do, but even to our children.
But this is an extreme. Yeah. It's an extreme. Look, bear in mind a couple of things. First of all, this company, according to Bright Simmons, has been flagged by the Auditor General previously, not only for giving contaminated food to 2 schools, but also for over invoicing. Same company. So you see, there's even a bigger problem there. How was this company allowed to continue doing business with government after it had been flagged by the Auditor General on several occasions? How? If not for anything, the over invoicing. Oh dear, forget about expired food for a minute. Let's not even contemplate the evil of that act for a moment. Let's just think about the basic thievery of telling us you gave us 500 bags when you actually gave us 450. Right? Let's think about that. Why was it allowed to happen? And there were several instances with this particular company named in the Auditor General's report. So why is this company still doing business with government? To the point where now they can even come and give contaminated food to our children.
No, and I really pray that did not happen. I really hope that this is not true.
I really pray, because I'll be honest with you, if heads don't roll over this, then this would be the height of irresponsibility on the part of every responsible person in government.
How do you do that?
How? Our children? Yes, I get it. Your SHS must be free, and it is a great benefit to those who can get in who might have had to pay in the past. But if in exchange for giving my child free education, you are going to poison him or her, is it a fair deal? Is that the sort of thing you should be thanked for? Okay.
I'm glad we're asking all the relevant questions. We're seeking answers to all of these. We want to get to the bottom of it.
Indeed, we absolutely do. We'll talk to those who are in the know and see what we can learn.
Yeah.
All right. That and more on big stories. Also today.
You asked about the standard of living. You asked about prices on the market. I mean, and I told you right now, you really don't budget. You just take whatever you have and go and get what you can afford. That's what it is.
I even wonder how people are paying for things like medication, right? You know, if you have some sort of chronic condition that requires constant medication, you are slowly being priced out of the market. Little by little, your ability to pay for your own survival is dwindling. The salary is not increasing, but every time you go to the pharmacy, the medicine costs more.
Yeah, because the person importing the medication is also paying a lot more for it, because the person is paying in a foreign currency.
Yeah.
So
and our currency just can't stand the heat.
You know? And I hear market women are now, when you go and you're buying something, they are calling their fellow market women either in Makola or somewhere else and asking for the price of the product that you're buying. So if it is high there, then they also up it right in front of you.
So there's now like a Dow index for tin tomatoes.
With the excuse that, well, if I go to the market the next time after selling it to you, I will not be able to buy.
Yeah. I would have made a loss.
Yeah.
Just by selling it to you at the current price.
We need to control. There has to be something, really. We must control these things. Otherwise,
there has to be better management of the economy. That's it. But I'm curious. I want to know the tricks people are employing to survive, because it's now at the point of juju and tricks. You know.
Yeah.
So how are we doing it?
So live within your means. I mean, that's what I do.
It's easier said than done.
There are things that you can do without.
It's easier said than done.
So you pick, and then if you're buying in bulk, which I was doing before. You know, like right now, it takes all your money if you want to do that. So you are measured in the quantity you buy as well.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Shortage is now a real possibility for us, you know, just because we can't afford. And, you know, it's not everything that you can do within your means. I mean, I live on insulin. I can't say that I'm going to do it within my means. I either have insulin or I die.
Yeah.
So I'd better afford it.
Can I also ask, because we have dogs, right? And the dog food. My husband went to buy dog food on Saturday and he was screaming. So you know, if you have dogs, I want to know how you're also dealing with it, so that you know we can learn from you. Because right now, Charlie, the dog no.
Fifi is on his way to school. He's probably listening to this right now. A couple of weekends ago, this boy came to me and said, you know, and you know, Fifi, he's the greatest negotiator in the world. So he will start by asking, so how was your childhood, Daddy? Then I start telling stories of my childhood. Oh, did you have any pets? Oh, yes, we had a dog, we had rabbits, we had this, we had that. Oh, that's fantastic. Wow. To be surrounded by all these animals growing up. Yeah. Have you realized that, you know, since I was born, you haven't had any pets in the house? I feel like it's a very important part of my childhood that's missing. Oh, luckily, the pet that I like, you know, it's very low maintenance. I mean, I could have said that I like
that's a smart kid.
Fifi. He will start from it. So I could have said I want a dog, but dogs are very expensive. You know, I could have said I wanted. Then he will give you about 3 very high value pets. Lion, crab, baby. Then he will finally tell you, so the one I want is a cat, you know, that can look after itself. You know, I just buy some cat food. I'll take out my phone and Google and go to the supermarket and Google cat food and show him the price. I say, brother.
No, but the dog food, listen, even if you balance it with Gary, the price has gone up so much. Like I was like, Gary, you see the big ones. Do you know the ones we give to the dogs?
Yes.
Normally the ones we mix with the dog food.
Yeah.
Those ones are not the ones that we eat at home. Yeah, it's supposed to be like the leftover.
Yeah.
It's like 18 or 20 cedis, the Olonka.
Yeah.
Hey!
And you see, because they want to charge you more for it, they don't call it Gary anymore. They call it Money Hot Shavings.
So I said, Money Abaze.
Money Hot Shavings.
My God. I said, so the one that we eat, know how much? The woman says, hey, that one there 30 or 28.
Wow.
I was like, Gary Olonka.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
So that's why I said, listen, don't go with the prizes in mind, yeah? Just go with what you have.
But must you have dogs? Can't you back yourself?
You pass. That is the most important.
Save some money. Every time yourself.
But for some of us, it's for security purposes.
Yes,
so we definitely need our dogs.
Yeah.
Every time people have the pet conversation about having dogs, I just remember my uncle's famous voice back when we were growing up in the village. You know, over there you had the cats, you had the dogs for hunting purposes, really, because so we used to take the dogs to and they were trained in the village. You take it to the bush, you can hunt rabbits, you can hunt antelopes, you can hunt all kinds of stuff with the dogs, and it was quite effective. But then. And the dogs were left to fend for themselves, really. Like you made no conscious effort whatsoever to feed the dog.
Oh.
You know, and so one time, I think we had a female dog, and then the dog gave birth to like, I don't know, it's a 5 or 6. And then, you know, usually, and we're giving them out for free. Like you don't buy. So when your dog gives birth, then you look at for other people in the community, in the village, you want one dog, they don't come and take one, that sort of thing. And we kept one time we kept like 2 or 3 to ourselves to add to like I think about 2 or 3 other adults. And then one time we were eating like communal eating, like 5 or 6 kids, all surrounding one bowl, everybody. And then the dogs come there, the dogs are standing around, no one is minding the dogs.
Wow.
And my uncle is walking by and he says, look at that, how can a dog take care of a dog?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What
and that has stuck with me since, because and he was right, because even we were struggling to get food to eat, then you've also gone to take a dog in addition.
How can a dog take care of a dog?
And I have never been able to get that statement out of my mind ever since.
That's the quote of the day.
That's how can a dog take care of a dog? He just looked at us, the way we were eating, and the way the dogs were just standing there helpless. And even for us, the food wasn't even enough for us. He just looked at us and says, how can a dog take care of a dog?
But you know, we have to be there for one another, right?
Because
like we all don't, maybe not all of us, but most of us don't have enough. But that's no excuse not to also give to others.
This is the time. And I'll tell you what I've started to do even more. I never used to. But now when I stop at the traffic lights, I would fish for coins to give out. You know, because I'll tell you what, once the poor run out of things to eat, they'll eat the rich. And me, I'm not rich. I just happen to be sitting in a car, so I could be mistaken for one. I beg. I'm not that delicious. I don't want to be eaten. So I'm trying to share.
We have to be there
I'm trying
for
to
one
help.
another.
I'm trying to distribute the wealth more. Because at this point, you either ease the pressure yourself or
you have to share.
Blow.
You have to share. You have to share. If somebody works for you, they do the little things in your house. You know, appreciate it. Give them a little more than you normally would do if you have.
Let me tell you something. If you have a job today, and you are doing it the way you like, you are moaning and complaining and not giving it your all, you deserve to lose it for someone more dedicated to come along and do it. Because jobs are not, there are no jobs. If you are somebody's driver, somebody's house help, you are somebody's personal assistant, you are somebody, whatever you are doing, you are somebody's tailor, seamstress. You better take your clients and your employers seriously, because jobs no day. You can't afford to be. Anyway, please 055-1111-997. Send through your voice notes or your WhatsApps. Tell us, how are you making it? How are you surviving? How are you making ends meet? Tell us the miracles that you are pulling off.
Grace,
yes,
I told you.
Charlie, we want to know all about it. We'll talk about it all on Big Stories, brought to you by Telecel, Connecting Energies, Latex Foam, your partner for life, and Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
And then picture this, you're lying in bed after a long day seeking comfort and relaxation, but instead you're met with a mattress that sucks beneath you, a reminder of shortcuts and compromises. Don't do that. Your comfort and well-being should never be compromised, and that's why we at Latest Foam prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses and furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Picture waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Foam promise. Invest in your well-being. Choose Latest Foam. Otherwise, you did do yourself. Latest Foam, your partner for life. You can visit us today and sleep better tonight. You can call us on 0302 231 155 all the way to 62 or 03220 08499. Or you can also go to our online store, latestfoamghana.com.
Now get ready for more money and even more winners. The Telecel More Money promo just got extended for 2 extra months, giving you even more chances to win big. So they are now rewarding 4 lucky winners with 30,000 Ghana cedis every week, and the 1 million Ghana cedi grand prize is still up for grabs. Keep purchasing data or airtime or reloading data on your fixed broadband to get closer to becoming a millionaire. The more you reload, the better your chances of winning. Don't miss out. Dial star 500 hash, send the word win to 500, or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in for free. Terms and conditions apply. The promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Telecel, Connecting Energies. Have you noticed how some people say cedis instead of CDs? Cedis.
If the CD,
if
the CD no day, you for sit down.
You for sit down. It's all because of the loss of value. I understand. All right, stay with us. There's a lot more coming on the Super Morning Show.
Kind of way, Telecel the more money promo now.
Everybody likes money, but what do we like more than money? More money! Join the Telecel More Money promo and win money, more money, and even more money. Simply opt in for free and reload your mobile and broadband and be the lucky winner of the 1 million Ghana cedis grand prize. Also win cash prizes of up to 3 million Ghana cedis in the daily and weekly draws. Opt in for free by dialing star 500 hash or send win to 500, or you can opt in on the Telecel Play app. The more you reload, the higher chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. Keep loading, win, and be a millionaire.
Telecel, Connecting Energies.
Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Hi, Aku. I just got the estimate for the home repairs. It's more than we expected. I'm really stressed about where to find the money.
Why worry, Musa? You are a salaried worker. Haven't you heard about the GCB personal loan promo? They can give you up to 700,000 Ghana cedis in less than 24 hours at a significantly reduced interest rate and fees.
Really? This sounds exciting, but is it easy to apply?
Super easy. Skip the stress. Get the cash with the GCB personal loan promo with a 1-month repayment holiday. Just visit a GCB bank branch near you or call 0302 634 922. Toll free 0800 422 422. No hassle, no stress.
Wow! I just got a notification. The loan is already in my account. That was fast.
Skip the stress and get the cash you need with GCB personal loan. Visit a branch near you today. Terms and conditions apply. GCB Bank, your bank for life.
In a world where only the best survives, you need a fuel that can match your drive. A fuel with unparalleled protection for your engine, superior efficiency, and unrivaled performance. A fuel so unbeatable, when you get behind the wheel, you'll focus on what really matters. The journey ahead. That fuel is Shell V-Power, because no other fuel gives your engine better protection, better efficiency, and better performance. Be unbeatable. Drive unbeatable. Shell V-Power. Shell, go well.
Hey, Yakoni. What do you mean, sir? Free on a Oba. Metropolitan Life Insurance at Daramo. Now, me too, I am insured. Say accident. Yeah, real bommy. And also, Wobama Kwemumpua. My family and I will be covered. And do you know I pay only 5 cedis 80 pesos a month? So allow me to sing. With
Metiasi from Metropolitan Life Insurance Ghana Limited, you can have peace of mind knowing that you and your family are covered. Dial *170# now. Metropolitan Life Insurance Ghana Limited. Together we can.
All right, listen. You hear that song and you know why we're here. You know what we're about to talk about. It's the nation's pastime, or at least that's how it felt since we were children. But now it seems to be slipping away. We can't even recognize ourselves in the footballing nations anymore. Half of Africa is going to the AFCON and we didn't make it. Half. Yeah, more than half of the continent qualified and we didn't. Anyway, we have to talk about it. That's the simple fact, and we've got the best voices.
How do we fix it?
Yeah, I mean, what is it? I mean, is it lack of commitment on the part of the players? Did we just not organize ourselves well? Is it poor leadership? Are we just not as skilled in football as we used to be? Is there some laced corruption running through the processes by which we select our players?
Yeah.
What is going on? And what drastic measures are required to fix it? That's what we want to talk about.
Or maybe it's a reflection of how poor our local clubs are.
Is that it? Is that it? Let's talk. So today, I mean, I don't know about you, but I think we've got the absolute best voices to help us navigate this conversation. Right here in the studio, we have our very own Fentu Tahiru Fent himself. Yeah. So nice they named him twice. and then of course we'll be joined by former Black Stars coach CK Akuno.
Nice.
And do you have a sports journalism crush? You don't have one. Oh, Mama B looks like she has one. She has one.
I was gonna say
about to say he has one. I have a feeling Kojo is about to say he has one.
Oh, I was going to say that many people would say theirs is Veronica Coming, and she joins us this morning. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Oh, that would be refreshing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fascinating conversation. Stay tuned for that. But listen, before we get into all of that, Mama V and your fellow mums, it's finally here. The news we've all been waiting for. Your favorite Cerelac now comes in a new variant with the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains. And in Cape Coast, they say sheet. Repeat after me. Sheet.
Why?
Sheet. I'm a tutors.
Create
sheet and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals. And guess what? This new Cerelac wheat and maize comes at an affordable price of only 2 Ghana cedis per sachet. To prepare this new Cerelac wheat and maize, just add milk. In fact, Cerelac weighed nyaunyane milk. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
And obviously, you cannot be eating Cerelac and be roaming around on the streets. You need a comfortable accommodation to relax. And that's why you need to reward yourself with a prime investment. Choose from a luxurious 1-bedroom unit or a spacious investment studio at the Eminence Court. It's a premier development by Nestor's Homes. It's located in the heart of Tema Community 26, just behind Palace Mall. This eco-friendly community offers exceptional rental yields and strong capital appreciation. Experience the epitome of luxury living and smart investment at Eminence Court. Key features in that facility include an off-plan price starting from $35,000, a fully furnished home, delivery is in 3 months, it's at a prime location, and the show rentals from Airbnb. Don't miss this opportunity to create a lasting legacy. You can contact us at 053-101-4440 or 053-101-4447 or visit our website nestas.com.gh. Nestas is nestas.com.gh, or follow us on social media nestas.gh for more information.
And stay ready for unexpected funeral and accidental disability cost with Mebambo Life Insurance on MTN and Telecel by Holad Life, because as little as 2 Ghana cedis, 10 Ghana cedis, 25 Ghana cedis, or 50 Ghana cedis per month, you can get up to 30,000 Ghana cedis for funeral and accident disability cost. Just dial *269# to register on MTN or Telecel with your Ghana card number, and automatic monthly deductions will be made from your mobile money wallet. Add as many as 7 biological dependents to cover your spouse, children, parents, grandparents, and in-laws. No stress at all with a quick claims process. Get more asumdue with Holad Life. Mebambo and live your best life. It is insurance made for you. Terms and conditions apply. Kojo.
Yeah. All right. Listen, let's get into the conversation. First, I would like us to say a very quick good morning to our guests who are joining us. We have Fentu here in the studio. Joining us electronically, we have former Black Stars coach CK Akuno. We also have sports journalist Veronica Kome. CK and Veronica, good morning to you both. Right. Okay, we're working to connect with them. But listen, before we kick this all off, let's give you some context. Now, the Black Stars' failure to qualify for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations was confirmed on Friday night following the 1-1 draw against Angola in Luanda. Now, this draw means the Black Stars, who are winless after 5 games, sit at the bottom.
How do you...
5 matches. Black Stars.
Get your head around it.
And I mean, just go and look at the list of teams
The team they played against Niger, Sudan.
They sit at the bottom.
Group F. Group fail. Group fail.
Oh my God, Charlie, this is not Ghana.
All together, they have 2 points. And they're going to. Oh, okay, all right.
So just stop.
Well, and they're going to miss out on the AFCON for the first time in 2 decades. My son wasn't even born the last time we missed out. So Otoado, the coach, has been speaking after the game. He admits that his team didn't deserve to win. Listen to him.
And congratulations to Angola, qualifying for AFCON. They didn't have anything to lose today. You could see they could play freely. We were a little bit more. We were more under pressure. They pressed us very well, held us down in our halves. It was good for us to play, but we were missing our intensity. And I think it was not good enough from our side.
The Ghanaian journalists or the foreign journalists?
No, both. All right, so let's find out what the experts have been saying. We'll start with Ghanaian journalists, okay? Christopher Nimley, Daniel Cranting, Sijover, Philip Ashrim. All of them have been speaking about this, and they actually believe that Otoado's coaching has been subpar. Listen to them.
He had set up the team for the team to go and fail. That is why personally I don't see him to even walk on the pitch of Accra on Monday. His resignation should be in by now. If Voto has got any pride in him and he wants to guarantee a coaching career, he should exit the Black Stars job and go and get himself a team somewhere in some division somewhere. Maybe he can come and coach any of our local teams here.
You see, it's reached that point where you need to assess whether you are willing to wait for the person to grow, and if the person is growing at the right pace. I don't think he's growing fast enough, because the body of games we've played over the past 3-4 months since the international the season started. So it's been September, October, November. We've played 5 matches over this period. I don't think we've seen considerable improvement.
What was Otto's attacking plan in these scenarios? That if it is 0-0 and Ghana needs to find a goal, what was he thinking that he would change about the team that would put Ghana on the front foot to give us an opportunity of creating chances and scoring? Or if it was 1-1 as it were, what was he thinking? What was his thinking? That he would change the shape, he would change personnel, because the performance at 0-0, the performance at 1-0, the performance at 1-1, it was the same thing.
The thing is heartbreaking. And in the words of the great Cape Coast philosopher from the great Santa Clausian philosopher, Anye is no wajib. And the thing we Yaziko global. So it's not just the Ghanaian journalists who have been critical of the Black Stars, okay? Ghana's failure to qualify for AFCON has drawn international criticism. In the UK, the Guardian newspaper said there was no organization, no leadership, no direction in Ghana football, and that the country was wasting a generation of talents. My heart. Even the USA is criticizing us about football. CBS pundits Michael Lanoud and Nigel Rio-Coca
Rio Coker used to play for West Ham.
Oh my goodness!
Injured Michael Essien in 2006.
That's
why
the
Essien
guy.
didn't go. Yeah,
That's the guy.
And sorry, I say the Western player crack and fuck some of our matter.
He's telling us that it's an embarrassment that requires house cleaning. Listen to them.
Ghana not qualifying for AFCON, Nige. That is incredible. This is a Ghanaian side that they've been on the slide. They've been in just a really bad way. The last 2 AFCONs, they've been one of the worst teams at AFCON. They're not unified. The federation is in a mess. And when you talk about a dark, dark period for a national team, you talk about a dark, dark chapter for a federation like the Ghanaian Federation, Nigel. This has to be the darkest of them all.
It is the darkest. First time they haven't qualified since 2004. There has to be a clearing of the house process for me because it's inexcusable. This is Ghana. They produce some of the top talented football players that we've seen. Talk about Michael Essien and right now Kudus. Like there's so much talent there. And for them not to qualify, it's an absolute embarrassment.
All right. So, I mean, you know that obviously many former players, look, even us who have never played for Black Stars, they think they pain us. So you can imagine that former players who have been, complaining.
Yeah. Suggesting
ideas. And they say that, look, they've been giving him ideas, but the guy is not receptive to feedback. So somebody asked him about it. And you know this guy used to be the talent coach for Dortmund, right?
Yes. So he worked at the club.
Yes. He said, he likes feedback. That's just not from just anybody. Jurgen Klopp. If Klopp gives feedback, hey, into Klopp feedback in here. You listen to the man himself.
People can judge me, and surely most of the people will judge me by the results, which were not good. But I have friends, I have mentors, I don't know if you know, but I trained under Matthias Sammer. I was trained under Klopp. I was trained, or I was assistant to Edin Terzic, who was the Dortmund head coach. And surely we exchange. And for me, this is relevant. If they say this or that, and they're also critical with some things, and I understand this, but this has much more value if I speak to Jurgen Klopp and he stays with this or that. If I send him maybe some scenes, then somebody from anywhere saying, blah, 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 this is bad.
Nicely done to Canero. To Canero's delivery. Oh, it's only gone as far as Milton. Milton! Goal to score! Zini! Comes to the rescue for Angola!
Kudus game. Are you ready? Kudus day,
In fact, the whole thing they bore me.
No, wait, what has Klopp got to do with what? He knows Ghanaian football. He's been studying our football, our game, our players.
No. But is he trying to tell me that this is what Klopp told him to do?
Fair point.
I mean, no, seriously. He's trying to tell us this is what Klopp told him to do with the Black Stars. Anyway, look, let's get into this conversation, all right? Some people's crush is on the line. Veronica Comey is a sports journalist. CK Akono used to run the Black Stars as coach. And here in the studio, Tahiru Fentu. So nice they named him twice. Veronica and CK, good morning to you both.
Hi, good morning, Kojo. How are you? And who is crashing this morning?
Oh, Veronica, don't let me do some confessions on some people's
Kojo is crashing.
I'll be confessing on some people's behalf this morning.
And on your own behalf.
Hi, Mama V. How are you today?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you. Listen, it's always refreshing hearing from you. I can't wait for the analysis from your side.
Indeed. And Coach,
you're so kind. Love you guys in the studio so much.
Coach, long time.
Yeah, a long time.
Hey, you and me, we used to meet in somebody's house every now and then. Me who were watching. We will not reveal those secrets this morning. Thank you so much for making the time to be with us today. But I want to start with you, Fent. Okay. Look, how the heck did we get here?
Well, surprises. Are you talking to me or Vero?
I'm starting with Fentu, and then I'll come to you and Vero in just a moment, Coach.
Listen, just reacting immediately to what Otto said about taking or valuing feedback from Klopp. more than from Ghanaians. In fact, he described the charter from Ghanaians as blah blah. That's what he said. He said he values the feedback from people like Klopp and Terzic more than all the blah 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 that's been coming from Ghanaians. You know, and I just want to read something that our colleague Fifi Taki posted in response to this. He says, Otuado's claims of working with Klopp don't excuse his failure to qualify us for the 2014 tournament. His inability to achieve his goal raises questions about his leadership. Ghana deserves better. Blaming others or boasting about past associations will not improve our football. We need accountability and we need results. Unfortunately, others' comments come across as deflecting responsibility. Ghana should strive for higher standards in football management. We need coaches who deliver, not just coaches who talk. And this sums up my thoughts completely about Otuado. And I think he hasn't necessarily helped himself. But you asked the question about how we got here. I think it's been years of bad leadership, incompetent decisions, and a combination of some arrogant posturing and a refusal to accept the reality from when it started staring us in the face. Now, I will begin with, and the issues are a variety. You know, it's a conflation of issues. So you have the association who had a massive opportunity, Kojo, to reset our football when they first came into office in October 2019. That year, we had failed to make the semi-finals of an AFCON for the first time in 6 AFCONs. Because from 2008 all the way to 2017, Ghana had always been in the top 4 of every AFCON.
Yeah.
So 2008, 2010, 2012, 2013, 2015, 2017, 6 AFCONs in a row, we were in the semi-finals, and we made the finals twice in that period. Then in 2019, for the first time since 2008, we got kicked out in the round of 16 of the competition. Then, right there and then, there were signs of a declining football. Fortunately for us, this was also the time when we were going through normalization. We had kicked out Kwesi Ntachi and blamed him for all our problems.
So we're resetting.
We were resetting. And that was January of that year. During that period, we were in normalization. Then in October, we had an election. And a new FA came into office. They had a massive opportunity to reset a lot of things.
Lots of goodwill.
And they came with a lot of goodwill. So fix our youth football, fix our women's football, fix our systems, and even our league. And they had a lot of these conversations around what they were capable of doing. And people believed and trusted them and handed them the mandate. So what did they do? The first point of action when they came into power was make a decision to sack Kwesi Appiah. So they sacked Kwesi Appiah, who had taken us to the AFCON. And they got rid of him. Fair enough. And everybody believed in what they were about to do. Then they brought our good friend CK, who is on the line. So CK came in, COVID came in, and then he was in charge for that period. He was playing AFCON qualifiers and he was playing World Cup qualifiers. And during that period, we came up with a decision, again, from the same FA, that CK was not good enough. And even though he had qualified us for the AFCON, we sacked him. They said he wasn't good enough. And he had also led us to the brink of qualifying to the final phase of the World Cup qualifiers. Yeah. We got rid of him. So that is the second decision this FA made in terms of coaching decisions alone. They sacked CK2, and then they went back to 2010 and brought Milo, who had not had a job in nearly 10 years, who was outdated with ideas. It was one we went and we brought. And then Milo took us to the AFCON in Cameroon, and we had our worst AFCON in history. Right after that AFCON, another opportunity for them to have sat down, consulted, and realized that we made massive mistakes. So let's see how we can move forward. Bring in stakeholders. Instead, they didn't do that. The FA president went on Asempa FM, granted an interview, and said, all the talent we have in our country, that is what we have. And that if anybody has a Messi or Ronaldo somewhere, go and bring them. That's why he told us.
I remember that.
That was when we got kicked out of the group stages.
So the Kwesi Appiah, CK, Milo, all under this leadership?
So then after that, so he came and he told us that nonsense. Then they sacked Milo too, and they went to bring Otuado to come and take us to the World Cup playoff. Otto went. We played 2 games against Nigeria. We didn't win, but somehow we held on. We qualified for the World Cup. So in that AFCON in 2021, which was played in January 2022, we finished bottom of the group. We got kicked out by Comoros. Bear in mind. And he said that our players were not good enough to beat Comoros. And if I go through that squad and go through the Comoros squad, you yourself would determine who has the better team. But he said that was the best. And that was the best we could do. So then we got rid of Milo, brought in Otuado. He qualified us for the World Cup. Otto went to the World Cup and finished bottom of the group. He won 1 game. He conceded 7 goals in 3 matches. Then Otto said, yeah, no, he has a job at Dortmund. So we should come out for there. He doesn't like the job. So he went. So we went and brought Chris Hughton. The same administration. They brought Chris Hughton. He also came and he took us to the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. We went there. We finished bottom of the group. Again, they sacked him and they went and begged me. In fact, they went and begged Otuado. They put together a criteria for the next coach. And the criteria, Otuado does not meet one.
Qualifying, getting out of AFCON.
Yes.
Was one of it, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it a condition?
No, not just that. The criteria for the new coach, before they hired Otto, when they sacked Chris Hughton, they put together a committee and they put together a criteria that the new coach must meet in order to be hired as Ghana coach.
Okay,
yes,
I get it.
And I'm saying that then they went round and round, went to bring Otto back. They begged him to come back. We even paid Dortmund money for him to leave his job there and come. But Otto did not meet a single one of the criteria that we put out for the new head coach. But we went and we brought him back. He came. First 2 friendly matches against Uganda, against Nigeria. He lost 1-1-1. Then we came, he lost 1 and drew 1. Then we played World Cup qualifying. This is where it gets tricky. We won 2 games against Mali away from home, and at home we beat Central Africa for 4-3. And at the time, it looks like we had turned the corner. But in this country, when they say turn the corner, you have to look at that. You have to take the statement. You have to be critical. You understand? Because somebody said when you turn the corner in the bush, you are lost. But so I'm saying that. So we believe that Otto had made some improvements. And then AFCON qualifiers started. He lost to Angola at home in Kumasi. We all blamed the pitch. We said the pitch didn't help. Then they went away to play against Niger in a neutral ground. The game was played in Morocco, not in Niger. In Morocco, we drew 1-1. If you watch that game, it looked like we didn't want to win at all. Then we hosted Sudan here. Kwesi Appiah came here. We played draw. We went and we got beaten. So in 5 matches in qualifiers, he has not won a single game. Otuado. We have scored 2 goals.
Was AFCON, and maybe we can come to that after. Was AFCON a condition?
And we haven't qualified for the AFCON. You say what? So listen. So you have an FA that have consistently made bad decisions in terms of the coaches that they have hired. Let's not even go into their youth development and the players that we have. That is another matter that I'm sure CK will address. But I'm saying that the FA, they've consistently, you alone, you have hired 5 coaches. When you continuously make decisions and the decisions continuously prove to be bad decisions, it's not time to look at the people making the decisions.
Let me bring in Veronica. And look, Fentwood lays the blame squarely on the doorstep of the FA. But look, I want to know whether you think it goes beyond them. Do we have a certain decline in the quality of footballers, so that no matter what the FA decides, the quality that we will end up presenting in any given game is just less than what we used to have?
Kojo, it's impossible to excuse the FA or the leadership of the FA in all of this. Because, for example, if you have a kid in class 6 and you are looking to improve the kid, or you are looking for a teacher who is able to help the kid, I do not think for the life of me that you'll be looking at a teacher who is in maybe class 1 or grade 1, who is inexperienced. That's not what you do. And everything the FA has done in terms of getting a coach every year, because they've been in power for a year, has proven to be very poor. Decisions have been very poor in every sense of the word. And if you even go beyond selecting the coaches, you will notice one trend. Every time they put together a committee, and that's been the same committee looking for the same coaches that after a year they think it's not good enough, it means there is a problem. It's either the people looking for the coaches do not have the technical know-how, they do not understand what they are looking for, or they just simply don't get the job. Because I do not see how you make a mistake twice, repeat it 5 times, and there is no problem with how you are seeing through, or how you question things, or exactly what you are looking for. So you cannot excuse the FA in all of this. Meanwhile, if you even look beyond just the coaches, all the things we do surrounding the Black Stars, the number of players we have called the last 5 years, which I know is beyond 80, the fact that there is no consistency in the team, the fact that when you look at our team today, we have a lot of good players at their club side playing week in, week out, making a lot of impact. But when they are pieced together in the team, there is a complete lack of cohesion. If you are talking about any serious FA, you are not looking at one that is speaking today, or only a few weeks ago, that they are now going to develop a DNA for our national team. We have always had identity. It used to be agro, it came to multi-system, and a lot has changed. Let's say at some point we had an identity crisis. I have been advocating that as a nation, it is important for us to have a policy on exactly what we want to do. So long-term, short-term, medium-term, whatever. And a policy that transcends just an FA coming to power and hanging everything on a slogan about bringing back the love and doing things contrary to exactly the sense that will bring back the love. So you cannot take the FA out of this question at all. Because, for example, if I just want to even dwell on their decision to bring Otto Addo, it's been such a massive failure that it is so sad. Because you bring out your own criteria, like Finto mentioned, and he doesn't meet one. I cannot for the life of me understand how anyone with a plume product like the Black Stars would decide that I will bring an inexperienced coach who is a trainer scout at a club level without any record except qualifying through a playoff for the team to go to the World Cup, finish last in their group and come home, and bring someone like that to salvage a situation or a sinking boat that has been coming since 2019, and then decide to give the person 2 inexperienced assistant coaches. You set us up to fail, and I don't know why the FA would do such a thing, because every indication was on the wall that this appointment looks bad and it was not going to take us anywhere. And when we were put to the test, we have failed miserably. Mama V was asking whether the KPIs of Otto includes qualifying us for the Nations Cup. I think it is so basic that if the FA did not include it in his contract, everybody should be calling for the heads of the FA. But I'm sorry. In this country, we have been calling for this for so long, and it looks like leadership, I'm talking about the presidency, do not care at all. Otherwise, we won't have the FA and the ministry with their various heads operating like they do, or they have been doing the last few years. So unfortunately, we are in a big mess, and the ability of the FA to even accept that we are in a mess without acting as though it's business as usual, it's a conversation we can begin to have. So unfortunately, this has been coming. You could almost take most of our tapes in terms of teasing out the issues, analyzing, go into the archives of time, and you may see that we have been talking about the same thing for a while now. It's unfortunate. that the international press is putting the spotlight on us. But if that is what it takes for the FA to set up, for government of Ghana to see the embarrassment beyond not just having a pitch to play on, that the president had to intervene, then maybe so might it be.
All right, Coach CK, you know that I'm paranoid. So I always think somebody is up to something. It's very hard for me to believe that Keto Kriku is just that incompetent. It seems to me there is some kind of benefit to this continuous making of poor decisions. The returning of Otuadu to this position after he failed the first time around, it just beggars belief. So you tell me, you have been in the eye of the storm before. Is there something going on? Is there some kululu going on? Is there some benefit to continuously putting the worst possible people in charge of the Black Stars?
Well, I think for me, I can only speak when I was there. You know, it would be unfair on my part to talk about the current situation now. You guys know better, and you've spoken a lot. A lot has been spoken. It would be unfair on my part. I don't know the psyche of the boys before going to a match, and a lot happens before a match. You know, before the coach even comes in. So I don't know. I cannot tell exactly what is going on, but on the outside, we can clearly see that it's not really going well. I can only speak when I was there, and when I was there was the time when I think very well somebody made mention of it. COVID. It was very difficult. You don't have control of the situation.
Yeah.
You know, and you invite players before they come. Their clubs are reluctant to release them. They don't, and they will tell you the player has COVID. Even when they get here, I think 2 days or before a match, you have to do the test again. And sometimes you'll be surprised that one of your key players or whatever will be out because he's got COVID, and it can unsettle the team, unsettle the coach, and it was a very difficult moment. But we managed to qualify for the AFCON.
Yeah. So look, I mean, I understand that you performed under some very difficult circumstances, but everybody is asking whether the FA is the problem. So talk to us about your relationship with the FA.
I think again I'll speak. When I was there, I thought I needed necessary support. I don't think they gave me the support I wanted. It was difficult for me. A lot of people think Kurt was my friend, and that is it's the opposite. You know, I didn't have the necessary support that I needed from him, and of course the entire FA were also not too happy with my work, and eventually they got rid of me.
Were they interfering with your selection?
I had issues of selecting players. This boy who even now playing for Niger, he was one of the guys who I wanted. I've forgotten the name. It escaped me.
Najim,
exactly. You know, him and other guys. The FA fought me not to bring him. You know, and now he's playing for Niger. So there were a few things that I struggled, you know, and I thought again, like somebody would say, Kurt is a friend. I work with him in Right to Dreams, but it was a different story. Obviously, he had his own ideas of doing things, and it didn't work. You know, it didn't work as I expected, and so there were challenges. Some after I've been home, I've thought about it, and some I can understand, some I don't. But the truth of the matter is, I went through a very difficult situation.
So,
it was
Coach,
difficult for me.
Coach, I want to ask you from the position of somebody who is not into all the technicalities. As a coach of the Black Stars, how does it work? Do you determine the players you want to work with? Are you free to choose from local players? Is there, like a condition for you to choose foreign players? And then who decides your playlist?
Yeah, I mean, you go and have a team. You make your team yourself, and exactly what you want to be done, the kind of players you want, and of course they also bring their views on players. Sometimes it could be uncomfortable. You know, I understand that they have to look into it. I understand that football is not done by one person alone. There should be some guidance, and so in my case, I think it was not a situation where we were working together. It was a situation where things were a little bit of in a mess. When we go into decide for players, it's always not comfortable. Some of the guys will be, if they will be honest, like George Amaku and the likes, they would say it. I don't have to come out to say it. Sometimes it's really a fight, and at the end of the day, the media doesn't know. Some of them will criticize you, will say something, which I also understand, and you can also not come out to speak in certain things, which will be unfair, and so it's a very difficult situation. Yeah.
But can I ask you from the not from you as a former Black Stars coach? I mean, you're a Black Stars person. If you look at the kind of team that we have, this recent performance, what do you think? I mean, what's the issue?
It's sad. It's sad. Like I heard somebody said our first 2 matches against Mali, and then I thought this was positive. This was I was very, very happy. It was going very, very well, and then all of a sudden, like I said, I cannot speak for them now because I'm not there. I don't know what is going on. Not
an insider's thoughts. I mean, you are CK on the side.
You see, I come out as a coach, and for that matter, it's not okay. If somebody is speaking of a team that doesn't know anything, doesn't have any connection with the team and speaking, I feel it's unfair, and so I won't be able to speak much. I can, like I said, I can only speak whilst I was the coach, and I think I've told you what
right.
In a way, it was good, it was bad. But we didn't really find a solution, especially with me, and I was fired.
All right, listen, if you just joined us, we're talking to Veronica Kome, CK Akuno, and of course Fintu in the studio. And listen, when we come back, we'll ask the existential questions. Is Ghana still a footballing country? If half of Africa is going to AFCON and Yankaho, are we still a footballing country? And what drastic measure needs to be taken to fix this? Stay with us. We'll be back after
we
this.
Dissolve the FA.
Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of Vital Signs by Sonotech Medical Center. I'm Dr. Grace Bachman. Today we continue our discussion on diabetes as we explore more ways to manage our blood sugar. Hydration is important. Drinking enough water helps your kidneys flush out excess sugar, and it's an easy way to help control your blood sugar levels. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day. Let's not forget stress management. When you are stressed, your body releases hormones that can raise your blood sugar. Try deep breathing exercises, meditation, or yoga to unwind, and prioritize activities that bring you joy. Good sleep is also essential. Aim for 7 to 8 hours per night to support better blood sugar regulation. For a sweet treat, choose fruits and always control your food portions. These daily habits can go a long way in keeping your blood sugar levels steady. Reach out to Sonotech on 0308 040036. Have a good week.
It's Heaven on Earth conference season, and the glory is about to fall. Join us for our annual word and worship conference dubbed Heaven on Earth. Come be inspired and refreshed with dynamic, life-changing messages from our host and global lead pastor Gideon Dansel and mighty men of God such as Pastor Bradley Knight, Pastor Pojo Yemade, Pastor Keon Henderson, Pastor Paul Doherty, and Pastor Travis Green. Leading worship will be the sound of our house, EWC Live. Sessions are from 6 p.m. each night, from Wednesday through to Friday, and we crown it all on the 24th with Conference Sunday at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. in the morning, our worship night at 6 p.m. Location is the EWC Prayer Fact, Jowolu, next to the Allied Heights, and it's absolutely free. There'll be free buses as well at key vantage points. For more information, 055 100,002. We can't wait to have you at Heaven on Earth Conference, brought to you by the Empowerment Worship Center, where God lives.
Dr. Baumian once said,
"We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast."
In 2020, we will promise an airport and a harbor. Fast forward to today, absolutely nothing. Sure working. Vote John Dramani Mahama for president. Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Vote for change. Choose the umbrella. Vote John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
Name is Akrobato. I like my mind peace. That's why I go get my Bampo insurance from Holland Life. Just yesterday, my Abushapeni asked everybody to pay 1,000 Ghana cedis for a penny funeral. But Masa, Nukureni, and Mosomekora. My Bampo helped me cover cost of funeral and any disability cost by paying 2 Ghana cedis per Bushumibia. A simple cry.
Yes, with as little as 2 Ghana cedis, you too can have peace of mind about cost of injury and funeral by simply registering with Mibambo Insurance from Holland Life. Just dial *269# on MTN or Telecel and follow the prompts. It's really that simple. Enjoy peace of mind today, knowing your tomorrow is covered. Mibambo Insurance, made for you.
The luckiest *712#. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed *712# and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Dial *712#. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration. Every 1st July 2024. Over dial *712#. Now I to ticket through as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win is the car prizes are in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with *712#. Now join in the winning streak now.
The luckiest *712#. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Nicely done to Canero. To Canero's delivery. Oh, it's only gone as far as Mills to Milton. Milton! Angola score! Zini comes to the rescue for Angola.
People can judge me, and surely most of the people will judge me by the results, which were not good. But I have friends, I have mentors, I don't know if you know, but I trained under Matthias Sammer. I was trained under Klopp. I was I was assistant to Edin Terzic, who was the Tobuo head coach. And surely we exchange. And for me, this is relevant. If they say this or that, and they're also critical with some things, and I understand this, but this has much more value if I speak to Jurgen Klopp and he stays with this or that. If I send him maybe some scenes, then somebody from anywhere saying, oh, blah, 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 this is bad.
I'm saying that Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. Many mistakes have been made by countries in Africa already with free SHS.
They said it couldn't be done. They said it was a dream, but the NPP delivered free SHS. Over the last 7 years, over 5 million students have benefited from free education. The program has significantly increased enrollment and provided access to education for many who might not have had the opportunity.
Before, my family couldn't afford it. Now I'm learning a trade under TVET, and I'm looking forward to a brighter future.
Free SHS gave me the chance to go to senior high school. I'm studying science and dreaming of becoming a doctor.
Free SHS, investing in Ghana's future, one student at a time. Let's protect the future of our young people by voting number 1 on December 7th. Vote for Baumia. Vote number 1.
Africa is growing. Africa is connecting through trade, business, family, and the knowledge we acquire across borders. Africa is becoming one continent without borders.
Own it with GCB Bank using PAPS, the one money transfer that connects us all. Available in Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Guinea, Gambia, Kenya, Djibouti, and Zimbabwe. PAPS, making it possible to send money instantly across Africa, faster, safer, cheaper. For more information, visit any GCB branch or call toll-free 0800 422 422. GCB, your bank for life.
Do you want to study abroad? I present to you Astolinks International. They give professional advice on study visas to the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and other European nations. They also advise on visa applications, general travel, and other immigration services. Call them on 0537 152 118 or visit them at 4A Pawpaw Street in East Legon. For more information, check out astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is all.
Use the eat pepper. Will it convert into goals? You're welcome back to the Super Morning Show. It's 9:25. Everybody's heartbroken about the Black Stars, and we're just trying to figure it all out. We've got Finto in the studio. We've got CK Akuno, former coach of the Black Stars, on the line, alongside Veronica Komi, who's a sports journalist. Listen, let's get to the heart of things. Finto, you have a question for Coach CK, right?
Yeah, CK. Good morning. Quick one for you before I even ask my question. Did Otoado come to you to seek advice before he took the Ghana job? And what exactly did you tell him? This is a question that Fifi Taki wants me to ask you.
No. But of course, when I think his first time when things were not really going on well, I called him, and we do talk every now and then. I've met him in Germany. A couple of times we've spoken, and we are good friends. He has a good character. He's a good guy, and that I will support him any time.
Oh, okay. Here's my question. You were getting out of the Black Stars team. You were just leaving the team around 2004 when we didn't qualify. Since that incident 20 years ago, we made a really good comeback from then on, because 2 years later we qualified for the World Cup, and then we hosted the AFCON. Then we did 6 semi-finals in a row, made 2 finals in that period. So that was a pretty good recovery from a very low moment. When you look at where we are right now, not qualifying for the tournament, from where you sit, what do you think we can do? What steps must we take if we want to get back to the top? For you, what are the critical steps we must take right now?
I think we have to have a plan that goes beyond profitability. We need to look at our youth football. I've always said this, and I don't know how far it's gone, but if we don't do it now, we're already late. We have to look at our under 17, under 20, under 23, the local Black Stars, and then to the national team. Because if we don't do it now, and we don't start to really try to strategize how to go about it, we'll continue to be talking like the way we are talking now. Where did the likes of Samoa Jan, Suri Muntari, Sylvia Pia, this was the best generation we had. They played from the under 17.
You will be surprised that Lai and Atram knew each other since 10 years. They've been playing together since 10 years. I just recently found that. Obviously, when it happens like that, there's some progression. You know that they met in the under 17, on under 20, and then at the time when we needed them most, they delivered. That is the Black Stars. They made us proud. All over the world, their name is known. But these guys started from somewhere. I'm using them as an example because we were successful with them. You know, they played, I think, from the under 17s to the under 20s, and then they got into the Black Stars, and they did so well. We have to go back again and do that same thing. If we don't do it, you know, now most of the time we turn to the professionals. It's not bad, but we need to have a home base player that we groom. And if we're fortunate that they will also travel abroad and be big players, the better. You know, but if we don't do that now, if we don't look into it properly and do it well, we'll still be we'll be talking about the same issue in 5-6 years' time. And that is my biggest fear.
And CK says that we have to have a plan beyond profitability. For anyone that probably has a doubt in what he meant by that, CK, just to clarify, you're saying that we should have a plan that is targeted at giving the best young players in the country the opportunity when
you are asked to serve, when you are asked to do something for Ghana, either coach, assistant coach, or whatever, you are there to serve. You are to serve, my brother. It is not about how much you make. Obviously, you have to be paid for the job. But we have to understand this concept, this understanding that we are there to serve the people. Football, as we all know, brings everybody together. You can see NPP and NBC person talking about football, and they have the same language. That is the only thing that brings us together. After these elections, what are we going to, any party who wins, what are we going to talk about? The football that we cherish so much. We're not going to be in the AFCON, and it will be sad. It will bring divisions. We have to take this thing serious. It's important. Yeah. You know, I recently went to Germany, and the Ghanaians who are there, when they meet you, anyway, they were asking, "What is happening?" I came a few days ago. It is the same thing. People are worried. You know, so these things should be done properly, and that's why I made mention of the. We should go beyond the profitability. It's simple. If we don't look at it that way, that you are there to serve, then you lose it.
And obviously that goes for the FA officials too. Stop imposing players from your clubs into the youth teams and only pick the very best who will develop and come back.
It's not a conflict of interest.
That is
if you are. But I just want to ask you, Veronica. So how do we fix this mess that we find ourselves in? You know, people are describing it as an embarrassment. How do we get out of it?
I know we are in an era where integrity doesn't matter much to a lot of people. If you did, the entire FA and the ESCO should be gone by now. I know, Mama V. I know people say that, oh, if you fail once, you try again and you try again. But this is not personal. The Black Stars, the football is for the people. It's for the entire nation. So when you walk into town with ideas and you try once, twice, thrice, and it's only getting worse, it tells you one thing. It's either your ideas are not good enough or you just don't have what it takes. And unfortunately, the results is indicating that the FA doesn't just have it. And I hope that a few days after our defeats, we will play today, they will understand that maybe we just don't have it and we should leave for others to try because it's not their personal property. We had trivialized things so much so that at some point, people were beginning to feel that, okay, the team is not performing because the day IU is in the team. You know, we scapegoat people to the extent that we do not look at exactly what the problems are. The good thing is that the media, the ordinary fans, people like us who went to the street to say that save Ghana football, we had one language. The fact that our football is getting worse on the domestic front, at the junior levels, at the Black Stars level, and it's important that we retool and make a change. without a doubt, what we need to change today is not just a DNA for Ghana football. For me, as a policy student or a development student, I do think that a policy will cure a lot of these things we see. And when CK mentioned profitability, I was just thinking about one thing. There is a chorus that goes on, whether it's among the football people or the ordinary supporters, and whether it is just a question of suspicion or people having evidence. It's a fact that it is believed that the FA places or some people at the FA are more concerned with their players playing at the national team than selecting the right players. I have watched football. I have been around for a while, so you almost cannot mistake me to be woke in terms of telling why I think some things must be done right. Because you see, you cannot have players who do not know each other and there is no cohesion. I had seen us win the under-17 at Ecuador and others. Let's even go to 2009 when we won the World Cup. Most of the players we saw in the 2009, captained by they transitioned to our national team. It is why in Angola, after we didn't qualify and we came, we went all the way with Djokovic. Then we went to the World Cup. Most of these players were around for so long. So you cannot discount the countries that we look up to and say that we like their football and we enjoy what they do. It's because they have a plan and it is so progressive. That would include that this coach could move from under 17 to under 20. They have some experience under their belt and they qualify to go to the Black Stars. Why is it that every time we want to get a coach for the Black Stars, we are looking out? It's because as people, we have not placed importance in training our coaches, graduating them, making sure they have the skill set to be able to handle the Black Stars. So we have failed in different ways. This is a sad moment. I know everybody will be very heartbroken and upset. But I do hope that what we are able to do at this time will make the changes we require. Otherwise, unfortunately, we may be speaking the same in a few months or years to come. We have the qualifiers coming around in March, I think, 2015. I do hope that whatever we have to do won't be the FA putting together a team to say that, okay, Coach Otuo Addo should go and we are appointing another one. It looks like it's the only thing they do every time we have failed. And it is beginning to tell that thing they do is as bad as their ideas and whatever it is that they claim that they are doing at the FA to put our football on the map again.
Sports journalist CK Akono, former coach of the Black Stars. Thank you both so much for your time with us. Fentuo stays so that we can...
pleasure. Have a nice day.
You too. Fentuo stays with us so we can take some calls, all right? Because this conversation won't be complete without you. But listen, here are the rules. We want to hear from as many of you as possible. So you have 30 seconds to tell us what's on your mind about the Black Stars. All right? What's wrong with the team? Is Ghana still a footballing nation? What do we need to do to recover? Okay? 30 seconds each. So we can hear from as many of you as possible. You know the numbers. 0302 216 541. That's 0302 216 541. Or 055 1111 997. 055 1111 997. We'll start from Lashibi. Donko is on the line. Good morning, Donko. Hello, do you have Donko?
Yeah, good morning, Chief. How are you doing?
Boga. Not bad at all. Talk to us.
In fact, for me, it's very bad. And I advised my wife about 3 years ago that please take your hope and believe in the Black Stars because it will affect my dinner. Could you believe that the current executives, they want to extend their term, they want to change the constitution so that they can go for 3 terms. This shows that they have an exterior motive, not for Black Star getting better, but they are benefiting from something because if they were voted for to make sure Ghana sports stands, especially Black Star football, and they are failing, we are going down. Niger, a war-torn country, is able to trash us. And they are sitting there and they are thinking of, in fact, they are moving to change the constitution so that they can run for a 3rd term. Then you should know that they have something they are benefiting from our loss. And those that our taxpayers' money is what is being used must stand up. Ghana is not a football nation again. Thank you, boss.
Thank you, Donko. All right, let's go to Teman. Hello, Kwabna.
Good morning, Kojo.
Good morning, my boss.
I think we need to admit, of course, that we have failed. We have completely failed. And when you fail, you go back and restart afresh. I think what Ghana needs right now is to admit that things have not gone well. Our soccer has gone down the drain. So go back to the basics. Start from scratch. It includes so many things. It includes changing the FA. It includes changing the coach. It includes even reinventing the entire team again. Build it from the beginning. And I believe that we should use this moment when we are down to build up, so that when the competition starts, we'll be ready to take up the challenge and then build our names again. Thank you.
Thank you, Kwabena. All right, Asante is in Hachu. Good morning, Asante.
Good morning, sir.
Chief, you have 30 seconds.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is we should have seen this fall coming, because a whole footballing nation like Ghana, for 2 consecutive AFCONs, we've come out from the group stage, which is a shame. It's a far cry from what we are capable of doing, especially when you look at our trail, where we've gone to semi-finals for about 6 times. So there has to be a total overhaul, changing everything, changing everyone, because there's definitely people benefiting from this setup. Thank you.
Thank you, Asante in Hacho. You can call us to 0302-216-541, 055-1111-997. All right, let's hear from my people in Nima. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Kojo. Good morning.
Governor,
good morning to the team.
Indeed.
You know, I wouldn't take the happenings to the Black Stars in isolation. I think the whole country up to the bottom. There is deterioration. Nothing is moving. There is no leadership. We see what is happening with the Galamsey and all that. The CD, I think it must be taken as a holistic issue. There is no leadership. The quality leadership we don't have. So, and interference, politicians, big people interfering. They have clubs and they want their players to be put there. It's a holistic thing. We need a reset. I don't want to go beyond the 30 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alex. All right, let's hear from Chidiak in La. Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
You have a minister, isn't it, for youth and sports?
There's one hanging around the place, yes.
What is their work? They are there to be paid so that they consume the taxpayers' money, drive V8, and that's all. Nobody fires anybody. They prepare deals, they go to car play, they come back, they say, come and give account. They say, no account. And we are all sitting down in this country. If it is Mahama's government, by now every sacrifice should be hung in the air. But in this case, no. Thank you.
Thank you, Chidiak. All right, we have time for one more call, and it's our very own William from Gumwa Budubrum. Hi, William. Good morning.
Kojo, good morning. How are you?
Chief, I'm okay.
My 30 seconds is best served by welcoming Mama V. As for her Friday, she came Monday.
Yeah.
Any strike we are planning against your FM, we have cancelled it.
Amen, amen.
The only good thing I benefit from Black Stars,
Mm-hmm.
they've been making me win bet.
Oh.
Because I bet against them always. They don't surprise me, Masa.
Charlie.
Like father, like son. Like Akufado, like it.
It be. All right, okay, Fentuo, I'll let you have the final word quickly before we
my
go.
30 seconds.
Yes.
I'm just going to say this. That the government of Ghana must take an active interest in the way its national team is run. The government of Ghana, with our taxes, fully 100% finances the national team.
Yep.
So therefore, you cannot sit aloof and watch as a certain group of individuals run down what is a unifier in this country. So the sports minister, who has shown no strong will in dealing with this FA in particular, the government of Ghana from the presidency themselves, what is their take on what is happening to our football? What have they done? What can they do? Why are they just watching while the football in this country is destroyed? More especially the national team, which is financed by our taxes. Why is the government so disinterested? Because listen, it is only here that we quickly run to the issue of government interference every time we call for government interference. In Morocco, the FA president is not elected, he's appointed. FIFA has no problem with that because they finance the football with their taxes. They build all these facilities with their taxes. Why are we pumping money into the national team and the people have no say? Even when the people go and criticize, Otuado says he prefers feedback from Jogging Club instead of the Ghanaians. What is all this?
Anyway, Clublet and his boys disappointed us. Listen, let's soothe our hearts. We'll be back after these.
The second Ghana Health Service Excellence Awards comes off under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana, our special guest of honor, and the Gaman Chair, Abian Suma, His Royal Majesty King Takita Kochu II. Come, let's salute and celebrate our health heroes for their gallant contribution towards saving lives and making our nation healthy and strong. Date 20th November 2024. Venue the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center, Accra. Theme: sustaining partnerships for effective and efficient healthcare delivery. Our sponsors: WHO, UNFPA, USAID, Spectrum Fiber Company Limited, Pharmanova, Consolidated Bank Ghana, Nilex Properties, Global Wings Travel and Tours, Tobingo Pharmaceuticals, Transatlantic Shipping Services, KPMG, and Malinlow Accra. For sponsorship, contact 0277 411 075 or 0244 125 314. Ghana Health Service Excellence Awards, celebrating our health heroes, our lifeline.
Ah, my little ones, gather around. Once upon a time in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon. Can you please show me where the Presby Church is? Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Ask there. Anybody will show you.
And when the Black Stars take to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As you wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibes. These, my dear ones, are some few moments that make our Ghana truly special. And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Special moments are worth celebrating with lily rice. Lily rice, yenimno free tete. This advert is FDA approved.
Dr. Baumian once said,
teachers are suffering. Teacher trainees are suffering. Nurses are suffering. And nursing trainees are suffering. Patients are suffering. Students are suffering. Traders are suffering. Pensioners are suffering. Drivers are suffering. Contractors are suffering. Civil servants are suffering. And farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering and industries are suffering. Artisans are suffering and Kayaye are suffering. The disabled are suffering and men are suffering. Women are suffering and children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering.
Vote John Dramani Mahama for president. Trustworthy, honest, and reliable. Vote for change. Choose the umbrella. Vote John Dramani Mahama and the NDC.
Daddy, I feel I'm Della
Papa, you can't survive a day without me. Oh, don't worry. It is on fire.
What's the problem? I've run out of gas, and today I don't have money. I have only 40 cedis on me.
Oh, ma. Who said you need a lot of money to buy gas? You can refill any amount per your pocket. Even sell 20 cedis.
Are you sure?
Ma, it's true.
Okay, hurry up. Go and fill 40 cedis for me right now.
Oh, ma.
My friend, go and fill it before the network in my okra cuts.
Oh, yes. Protect indigenous Ghanaian businesses, save over 10,000 local Ghanaian jobs, and salvage more than $400 million local investments by refilling your gas cylinders at your nearest gas station nationwide. LPG Refilling, your affordable, pocket-friendly, and transparent choice.
We shall win, and we know we'll survive. Yeah, shall wash away all.
Ago Omambapa, the time to exercise your civic duty is here again. This year, we the good people of Ghana have another opportunity to elect our leaders on December 7. This is a very important national exercise, and you have the civic duty to make that decision for Ghana. Don't be indifferent because your vote counts. Vote on issues. Don't sell your vote. Reject violent candidates and expose acts that undermine the integrity of the elections. Don't attempt to snatch a ballot box or deface political party posters. The law will deal with you. December 7, 2024 is election day. Pick up your voter's ID card. Get to your polling station. Follow the voting process. Make that bold decision for Ghana. Vote peacefully. Ghana must win. Vote on December 7. It's your civic duty.
Civic duty required of you as a Ghanaian. So get involved and vote.
A message from the National Commission for Civic Education, NCCE.
Logi Entertainment and Rat Rate Park presents the maiden edition of Event of the Year 2024. This music concert, Event of the Year, will witness the legendary Daddy Lumba, Black Sheriff, Kofi Kinata, Wendy Shay, Famille, King Paluta, and many more. Performing live on the 25th of December 2024 at Rattray Park in Kumasi. Showtime is 7 p.m. sharp. For tickets and tables, call 050-6677-742 or 0244-602-800. This event is supported by Musically Yours and Logi Travel and Tours.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best on Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back. It's a Super Morning Show on Joy. Now listen, are you a graduate? Are you thinking of studying in countries like Australia, Canada, UK, US, Ireland, New Zealand, countries that have an excellent reputation for teaching and research? Well, you can. Okay, and in fact, you can get part-time jobs to support your studies. You can get up to 4 years post-study work visas once you complete successfully, and you can apply for January 2025. All you need is Astolinks, okay? Get through to them for information about admissions, scholarships, and how to secure your study visa. Astolinks is at 4A Pawpaw Street in East Legon. You can call them on 0265-341-070 or go to astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
And convenience. Everyone loves convenience, of course, and that's why MTN and Bed Pharma are partnering up for M-Care. With M-Care, well, you just get to choose between 10 Ghana cedis and 161 Ghana cedis per month, and you enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered right to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with life insurance cover for hospitalization and death, health insurance depending on your package. It's unbelievable. What's more convenient than this? I really don't know, Kojo. I don't. So you can download the Med Farmer app to sign up to the silver or gold packages today and enjoy convenience like never before.
And if you're looking for a reliable power source that gives you control, well, Mantra Ghana, your authorized Caterpillar dealer, is offering you the exclusive Caterpillar diesel generating set ranging from 12.5 kVA to 500 kVA, available on ground for your operations. They have reliable and durable generators that are engineered to your precise requirements. And as part of the Christmas promotion, you can also enjoy up to 15% discount and 4 years extended warranty, free 250 hours service kit, free transportation, and many more. Just call the hotline 0244 497 171 or visit any of their branches in Accra, Kumasi, Takrady, and Takwa. Terms and conditions apply. Rely on CAT Power Solutions from Mantra Ghana.
Now, have you ever noticed a blind spot while driving or reading? Are you experiencing blurred or double vision in your visual field? It could be a sign of an underlying eye condition. Thank God for Robert & Sons and their visual field testing service. Okay, state-of-the-art equipment will detect and manage conditions like glaucoma, cataract, and macular degeneration. So don't wait till it's too late. Go visit Robert & Sons. They are in Adabraka, Usu, Tema, and Weja, as well as East Legon, Adenta, Kumasi, and Kufuridia. Call 0302 222 601 or go find them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They are at Robert N. Sons Ltd. Robert & Sons Optical Services. Seeing is believing.
Kojo, I know you power your car with petrol. So I'm here to tell you to switch to LPG.
I will switch.
Switch to LPG today. What even the other ones, people are saying they have concerns. When they go and buy 10 CD, but you don't see there.
Oh,
you understand? But with LPG, you can see everything. Feel. As they fill it for you. Feel. So let's protect Ghana. It's also environmentally friendly, of course. Let's protect the country, protect our generations to come, and then switch to LPG. And then, of course, you enjoy convenience. And go green. LPG Marketing Companies Association of Ghana are bringing you this message. Your affordable, pocket-friendly, trustworthy, and eco-friendly choice.
We thank them.
It is the pocket-friendly, no. Logi Entertainment and Ratri Park presents the maiden edition of the of events of the 2024 this music concert. That's what it is. Event of the year will witness the legendary Daddy Lumba, Black Sheriff, Kofi Kinata, Fameye Kenpaluta, Wendy Shea, and many more performing live on the 25th of December 2024 at Ratri Park in Kumasi. So showtime is 7 p.m. For advanced tickets and tables, call 050-66774-742. That's 6677742-050 and 0244-6020. No. I beg your pardon. Let me say the numbers again. 050-6677742 or 0244-602-800. You can come to the front desk of Adum FM or dial star 714 star 003 star 4 hash. This event is supported by Musically Yours and Lucky Travel and Tours, media partners or multimedia platforms.
All right, don't forget to go at least once today to kingdomstoreonline.com for some quality office essentials, equipment, furniture, and stationery from Kingdom Books. You can pay via Momo across all networks, and they will deliver free if you are in Accra or Tema. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And make a date with your election headquarters in collaboration with WaterAid Ghana. On Thursday, November 21st, 6 p.m. for the manifesto debate on WASH and climate change. It's a contest of ideas between Ghana's two leading political parties. How will these parties address systemic gaps like limited investment, slow policy implementation, and poor climate adaptation efforts? You can watch and listen to both parties articulate solutions on Joy News and Joy 99.7 FM, myjoyonline.com as well, and all our social media platforms at 6 p.m. prompt. The manifesto debate on WASH and climate change, a teaser of the promise that could shape the next chapter in Ghana's WASH and climate resilience journey. And Kojo, the Ministry of Education is inviting all of us to the 2024 National Education Week. Is a week-long event dedicated to assessing Ghana's education transformation journey from 2017 to 2024. It starts today, 18th, and is on to the 22nd of November at the UPSA Conference Center in Accra. It will be live on Joy Prime, and it will be live right here on Joy 99.7 FM later this morning as well.
Okay, sounds good. All right, listen, stay with Joy for the duration. We're so glad you were with us for the whole of the show. Mama V is back. Can you believe it? And she's back again tomorrow. Please,
yes,
please
I
say
am.
yes. Of course, there you go. All right, so keep it on Joy till then. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the morning man.
And my name is Mama V.